Oh my God! I can't believe this! Yo, I can't believe this! Yo, I cannot believe this! Oh my God!
You have to cut it when the opening bit starts because to get prepared, I have to hit record before I get prepared. Don't include me getting prepared. I'll be really embarrassed if you do.
Okay. How are you getting prepared? What even is that thing? Oh, that's like a fake cigar.
It's a bundle of sage. I just need smoke to come out. I'm not trying to smoke anything. I got a little too high before this. I've been trying to calm myself down for like 2 hours. Dad gave me his dab break, dude. His dab break.
Ooh.
Yeah, dude.
Ooh.
He didn't give it to me, but he let me hit it in. Wowzers. Okay.
I'm gassy as fuck, but not in the good way. It's the silent but smelly way. So I'm just gonna be torturing myself this whole time.
Oh God.
Actually, not. I love my own scent. Everyone loves their own perfume.
You get hotter. I got sage leaves all in my mouth. Just make smoke. What the fuck? All right, we're ready.
All right, so am I the one like? Okay, I get it. Do what you're doing. Okay. Dad, do you have anything you have to say to me? Do you know where I was for the past 3 hours?
School.
I was on a highway with my thumb out. A trucker picked me up. I don't think I'm gonna feel normal ever again.
Do you make you a girl?
Made me feel like one, yeah. And I didn't like it. I tried saying no. I tried stopping him, but we were in a moving car, and it was either that or I die. And I chose losing my dignity over death. And I think that makes me a coward, Dad.
What should I say right there? I can't read that. That's pretty good, right? It's pretty good. It's a pretty good opening.
I think you had like an idea of a bit in mind. I don't think it was what I ended up doing with it. Getting raped by a truck.
I gotta say, I'm not exaggerating to you. I loved the setup for that bit. I didn't know where it was gonna go, but I just fucking knew somehow it's gonna involve some activities, some one-sided activities, is what I have to say about that. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
It's true, but calling rape a one-sided activity is a funny way to put that. We just started. What the fuck did I do? What did I do? Restart. Cut everything.
2 minutes in, this is fucked up. We're bad people.
2 minutes in.
We are bad people. I'm tilted.
No. I think they're... No. We're not bad people. Maybe I think we're better than everybody else. So.
Do you really think that?
No. But I don't think we're bad people.
Can I tell you... Can I tell you something that I'm actually sure does make me a bad person?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I went to go hang out with my friends yesterday. Yesterday, right after work. We were gonna go over to our friend's house and watch Obsession. So I've seen Obsession. Pretty nice. But before we went over there, one of our friends was like, "Hey, the restaurant I work at, their grand opening is today, and we can all go there. The press is gonna be there. We all get free food. Order whatever you want." We're like, "Sick, free taco stuff." This would have been nice to know if they didn't. It would have been nice to know if they didn't ask us to go to the store first and buy them chips, because we didn't know that we were getting food at this Mexican place, or at least I didn't know. And also they were giving out free chips there, so we just bought chips for no reason. I'm not mad. Wasn't my money. But when we got there, the whole thing was it's this tiny little rectangular building. It used to be like an old Del Taco. and everybody was in there shoulder to shoulder. It was a friends and family thing, but everybody invited their friends and their family, like close, like immediate. Like if you lived in the state and you were related to one of the workers, you were there. It was like a lot. And we got there and we're going through this line that's like zigzagging throughout the entire stage area, and we finally get up to the bar where we make our burritos. And I was like, let me get a California burrito, but let me get in a bowl, because if I don't end up wanting to eat the whole burrito, I don't want to sit with a half-eaten burrito in wet foil. I want a bowl with a lid. And they were like, word. So I didn't explain all that to them, just so we know. How is that, by the way?
What? I'm demonstrating what you're doing.
Oh,
I'm painting a picture.
You're just painting a picture. I'm sorry. You're just painting a picture. I'm sorry.
Yes.
So I get up to the line. I start making myself. By the way, I just want to make this very clear. The reason that I picked the California burrito in a bowl was because out of everything on that menu, it was the one thing that didn't have corn in it, and I don't like corn. Just that's just me. I was like, no corn. And they were like, cool. And they handed it to one guy who filled it up with rice and beans and chicken. And then they handed it to another guy who covered it in sour cream and pico de gallo. And he was like, what is this? And I was like, it's a California burrito bowl. And then the very first thing he did was dump 2 scoops of corn on it. Which, not even going to complain, because he was like 16. And I can't get mad at a 16-year-old for being bad at their job. That's not. Also, it was like the second day of him working, so I don't care. It was like the second day there of everybody working. But I got my bowl and I finally got to the counter, and I wasn't aware that it was free food at this time, so I had my card in my fingers. And the second that I was like, that's mine, I turn around because there's a guy standing on top of a table, and he's like, guys, we want to thank you so much for being here today. And he was like the owner of the place. He didn't sound like that, by the way. I'm not making fun of him. I'm just trying something out. But he was talking for like a little bit, and I was like, cool, when he's done talking, I'm going to turn around and get my burrito bowl. And then he said, out of nowhere, he's like, now I want to welcome up here with the mic, my friend. I don't remember his first name, so it sounds like I'm making it up, but I'm not making it up when I say this. The CEO of McCormick Seasoning was at this random taco place in my town. Do you know what McCormick Seasoning is? Any single seasoning that you see at Walmart with a red lid, viewers, that's McCormick. And that guy was standing right in front of me, and he was very ripped and sweaty and red. Whoa. And he was blinking like this. And I was like concerned I was like, it's pretty bright in here. We should get him down from there. He's not like an old man, but I didn't know. He was doing this a lot. Dude, and I was like, is he okay?
He's burning calories. That's how you get jacked. You fucking. It's like, dude, that little amount of calories you burn from that it adds up. And the reason why he's so jacked is he has seasoning. What's he eating? What do you season? Meat. Oh. Carry on.
So he starts talking, and I'm listening to him talk, and he's like, I came all the way from Australia, and I gotta say, we were driving up and down this town. And I was like, cool, he bought a Old Del Taco, and he made it into his Zams. That's cool, he made it into his Zams, Z-A-M-S. And I was waiting for him, no disrespect, this is why I bring this up, I think this makes me a bad person. But the second that he said, now I'm going to give it back to my friend, the guy who just came up, and then I was like, cool, when he's going to exit us out, and then we're all going to get to, like, leave and stuff. He says, now I'm going to introduce the last guy so that he could say a few more words before we introduce a few more of our friends. And I said, no, I'm not listening, because my food is on the counter directly behind me, and I'm holding my credit card in my hand just like this. And I'm not going to wait for 4 more people to tell me how much Zams meant to them. That's why they built this place, for me to eat this food. So because I forgot to mention this, I'm sorry, right next to me, each side by side, was 2 cameramen, so I didn't want to move and get in the shot, but I turned around.
Why not?
What? Because I was scared.
Dude, I would be fucking that shit up. I would get banned. They would trespass me.
Well, to be
You
fair,
think you're a bad person for this story. Wait till you hear what I would do. You know what I mean?
to be fair, the way it was laid out, I don't know if I made this clear. If the room was like this, the counter was right here. I'm standing right here, and the CEO of McCormick is right here. And there's two cameramen right next to me. So no matter which way I move, I just feel like I'm gonna get into the shot. So the second the guy steps down from the table he's on, I turn around to the cashier lady and I was like, how much? And she was like, it's free. And I said, word. And I took it, and then I didn't crawl on the floor, but I got real low to the ground, and I just huddled out of there because I thought my friends had already left. They were all in line in front of me. So I immediately left the building, and then I looked down and I realized not only did I not get a drink, but I didn't get a fork or any napkins. There's just no way I can eat this any other way than with my fingers. And I'm looking at just a giant mountain of corn on top of all the food I actually want to eat. And then I get outside and I realize my friends aren't actually there. They're still stuck inside. And I'm in a neighborhood that I don't know anything about, and I don't know where we park because the parking lot is filled all around the building and all around the buildings around it. So there's just a maze of cars in front of me, and I'm holding a bowl of burrito that's getting really cold because the sour cream just came right out of the freezer, which, by the way, they have like this hot bar where they make it in front of you, like Subway and shit. Nothing was in a metal tray. They were all in big giant rustic pots, and they only had gas stoves back there. They're like making this shit all from scratch, which is actually, it's kind of cool. It's a little goofy, but it is kind of cool because I was looking at it, I was like, there's no way this wasn't just cooked like in just like a normal kitchen. Anyways, so I'm just holding my food, standing in the middle of nowhere, and then my friends finally come out. And I was like, where were you guys? And they were like, they're about to introduce 5 more people. We had to leave. And then we left. And then we watched Obsession. And then I went home.
This is what I would have done. I don't even think you did anything wrong. I don't think you did anything wrong.
Ignored these small business owners just enjoying their life. There's like 3 or 4 of these.
No, but it's like, here's the thing. You're there. You're trying the food. If you like it, I bet you'd go back. Mm-hmm. So it's like you're there for the only reason you need to be there. You did that. You did that, dude. Fair enough. Here's what I would have done. I would have been whispering to the camera the entire time. Just like, guide to life. Guide to life. So then they can't cut me out. Because if I just go in front of the camera and say, subscribe to Guide to Life on YouTube and go on their website.com. If I do that, then they're just gonna be like, get the fuck. The jacked Australian's just gonna lay me out. He would lick my penis. Anyway, so allegedly, we don't know. But
we can't title the video.
McCormick.
CEO of McCormick sucked my penis. We cannot title the video that. We cannot do that. We can.
Parentheses. No, the title will just be, we cannot title this episode. No, it'll just be, we cannot title this episode that the McCormick seasoning guy sucked my penis. We cannot title it that. That's the title, exactly. All right. So I would whisper Guide to Life on loop, just repeatedly. Just like, because then how are they going to edit me out if they got to edit out the entire fucking speech? Because the entire speech, I'm like, Guide to Life, Guide to Life, Guide to Life. Maybe I'll ramp it up. Or like when new people got introduced, was there like clapping and fanfare for some reason?
They tried to start it up like we want to, like, I remember when one guy was about to step down, the CEO of McCormick was looking up at him talking, and then as he was about to like step himself down, the CEO of McCormick, he didn't start clapping for himself, but he did this. I think, which is, by the way, that's a genius move. Because this just looks like you're fucking around. But if you're ending a speech, this starts a crowd of clapping. However, this did not start a crowd of clapping. This would have worked under any other circumstance. But everybody was in the same mindset as me. We can't get our food and leave because people are talking. Which, by the way, they were holding a Shure microphone with no cable in it, and it wasn't hooked up to anything. Thought that was weird. That's all I have to say. It's very weird.
Because what I was thinking, if there was clapping and shit, which I guess nobody's really I would have been hyped as fuck, but I'm an opportunist, so I would have gotten something done about it. But if there was clapping, then I would be like, God, because what are they going to do? Edit out the applause? What are they going to do? You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't give someone like an Oscar and edit out the applause. You can't do that. Maybe you can censor. What was it? The BAFTAs when that guy screamed that word. We all know what we're talking about?
I believe we do.
Hilarious. I'm sorry. That's a bit. I should probably wait another hour before I get into this.
No, let's
Hilarious.
just do it. No, I mean, at this point,
Genuinely funny.
anybody who hasn't gotten past 20 minutes into any of these, they're not watching anymore, I don't think. That's just my hypothesis.
They're fuck it. Yeah, it was very funny. For that to happen, and the older gentleman's face when it happened. It was so funny. It's like that probably gave him dementia for a second. He was like, "God damn, did I just teleport 50 years in the past or something?" Like,
He's like,
he was like, "Wait,
about this."
Wait, are those LED lights? Wait, those didn't exist yet. Wait, what year is it?
What the?
What the devil? A black guy saying, "What the devil?"
Yeah. Why wouldn't he?
What the devil is going on here?
He wouldn't want to say what the hell in case he died and went to heaven. That he goes straight to hell. He's thinking this shit.
True, yeah.
Golly.
What the deuce? Just like, what the crap? Gosh darn it.
What
God
the
darn
frick?
it. Have you ever thought about how funny it is to say like "gosh damn it" or "god darn it"? Just
Yeah,
like,
just not like cutting out the wrong words, cutting out the words that people usually leave in. I think that's
gosh
pretty good.
fucking damn it.
That's just
I like it.
that's just a kid experimenting with curse words. He's like, I only got so many pieces. Time to make some new shit. I can't use fuck yet. I gotta find something better to use, and god damn it.
Okay, I have a funny topic.
Okay.
I've bullied both my parents extremely well this week. Like in the past 2 days, I've bullied them so well. So I was telling my mom to watch 6 Feet Under. Again, listeners, this is just the family I have. We bully each other, and it's to a point where I think we all hurt each other's feelings with it. But it's like it's so funny that we just put it aside. But I was telling my mom to watch 6 Feet Under, and I was like, yeah, there's a lot of gay kissing in it, though. I wasn't a fan of that, but since you're a girl, you probably do. And which, on reflection, I do understand that gay porn is probably more for gay men than straight women. I do understand that now. I'd love to research that. I think it's because it's how, like, it's so aggressive. It's like, it sounds like WWE, like pro wrestling. Allegedly. I've never seen gay porn. But in 6 Feet Under, the black dude goes in. He goes hard. So I'm telling my mom, I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of gay kissing. I didn't like that, but you probably do. She was like, I don't like gay dudes kissing. I would rather watch two chicks kiss. And then now I'm like, oh, now I'm in. You're a lesbian? Dude, you are so woke. I'm in there with that. Like, you're fucking woke, dude. You are so woke. She's like, I'm not woke. I just don't like dudes kissing. And like... And I'm like, you're a fucking liberal, dude. Like, and she's like genuinely defending herself. She's like, stop. I'm not. She's like, I just, it's girls making out is better than dudes making out. And I'm like, okay, bro. So, sitting there with that.
I mean, I agree. But
calling her a lesbian.
Reasons. For very different reasons than she is defending herself for.
Yeah, she's defending herself very poorly, and that's why it's so funny. Because I'm just like, you're a fucking lesbian.
I mean, because it's not.
You're a lesbian.
It's not like saying like, yeah, yachts are a lot prettier than cars. This is much different than that. It's a much different thing to say.
And yeah, so I hit her with that. Called my mom a lesbian, a woke liberal lesbian. So cool. I enjoyed that so much. And then my dad, last night, the fucking funniest shit ever happened last night. Maybe not ever. You can't prove anything's the funniest shit ever. So it is actually, yeah, dude. So, well, I'm so good at painting a picture, you're going to feel like you were there. So I'm down here, literally sitting probably exactly like this on my steamy decky. It's 12 o'clock at night, enjoying the new Outlast Trials update. Spoilers, guys. It's fucking amazing. And I hear the door I hear the door open from a distance, and I'm like, what? Why is someone? For a split second, I'm like, dude, someone's breaking into my house. But then they turn on the light. I'm like, well, if someone's breaking in, they're not going to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what the fuck? So I sprint, and I hear like loud footsteps. My dad has the loudest fucking footsteps, this guy. And he's starting to walk down. I stop him at the stairs. I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, going to the bathroom. The bathroom is directly behind him. He got down like 2 steps and didn't realize that he is not in the bathroom. He is, in fact, somewhere else. It's because he fucked up his knee, so he's sleeping on the couch instead of going upstairs and all that shit. He's just a ground level lurker now, because he fucked it up. And I think he's self-medicating with the booze a little bit, because he boozed up hella. And so he's just like, going to the bathroom. The bathroom is behind him. He went downstairs and did not realize that he's not in the bathroom. Fucking incredible. And so I've been bullying him on that today. Like, I've been like, what were you on last night? What were you drinking?
Yeah.
What, were you thirsty? I'm hitting them with that.
Were you though?
And I'm like, yo, how crunk were you, buddy? I'm hitting them with buddy and all that. I'm like, yo, what's up, bud?
Hey, pal.
And then I'm like, because then I genuinely asked him, because apparently he used to do this when he was a young buck. When he was about my age, he would get drunk and just like piss out window. Like he would just like not know where the bathroom is and just like, fuck it, piss out a window. And it's like, I understand pissing out a window is fucking powerful. It's fucking powerful. You ever piss out a window? It's so liberating.
I haven't tried it yet, but I piss a lot outside.
Very liberating.
Very
and
cool.
So like, he was doing that as a young buck. So I'm thinking, well, he fucked up his knee. Is he on like pain medication? Is he a fucking Xanax drunk now? and so I was like, are you on like pain? Like, how did that happen? He's like, no, I was just boozing. And I was like, nice.
Good.
Yes.
Good for dad.
Yeah, and I think the fucking dogs were drunk too, because I was trying to like sneak out and get some water through the garage, you know, because we're a white family. We have a garage fridge, and that's where all the drinks are at.
Yeah.
All the ingredients are in the inside fridge. So I'm trying to go out there. My fucking old geezer ass dog is just laying in front of the fucking door. So I step on him. I'm like fully. He's lucky. It was like, he was lucky I couldn't. I don't know, like, since it was dark, I was walking slower, but I don't know, I could have laid that motherfucker out easily, but since I was, like, tiptoeing, I barely got him, but I was like, dude, what the fuck, you jackass? I'm, like, whispering at my dog. He doesn't know English. I'm just like, you fucking jackass, what the fuck is wrong with you? Get the fuck out of here. And as he's walking away, I'm, like, petting him, because it's, like, still, I feel bad, I want him, you know, I want him to know I love him, and so... Yeah, so I'm like, you fucking idiot, what the fuck is wrong? Get the fuck out of here. And then, like, as I'm petting him, because I'm petting him, he, like, stops walking and he just hits the... fucking looks at me. And I'm like, no, get the fuck out of here. Because I'm thinking I woke my dad up. Meanwhile, he was drunk as a skunk. You probably couldn't wake him up with a bullet to the leg. So I'm just like... it was just so stressful. All that to get a water, dude. And also a ham sandwich. There's a ham sandwich in the fridge. I'm shocked. I think that was earlier in the night, because he was awake when I got the sandwich. He was genuinely awake. And I snuck right past him, dude. Snuck right past him. Opened the fridge silently. Didn't notice. Didn't notice the light. And, dude, he was out there. Now that I'm thinking about it, dude, I don't even know what he was watching. His drunkenness transferred to me, because now I don't even remember the night at all. But he was probably watching some bullshit. He was probably watching, what's that Billy Bob Thornton show where he's like, you know, if you want to do solar panels, you actually need oil. So, like, if you do solar panels, and you're actually worse than what I'm doing with the oil. I think it's called Landman. That's the entire show. Just one of those Yellowstone shows where it's just like geezer fantasy. Just
yeah.
Around these parts, we got fucking manners. Take off your goddamn hat. And then, like, the waiter comes out and he's like, here's a free $3,000 bottle of wine, dude. We love you so much. And it's like, yeah, dude, don't even fucking worry about it. I got manners. I'm from the South where we got manners, and I got boots. So, take the head off.
Never heard
That's
of,
the show.
never heard of this show in my entire life. And gotta be real with you, you're scaring me.
Sounds good.
Does sound
It
pretty
sounds good. Doesn't it sound good?
It sounds
No,
frighteningly good.
no, but like those geezer shows on like Paramount Plus, where it's just geezer fantasy, like Yellowstone, like where I don't know, Asian people show up and it's like, we don't think that you should own all this land, and he's like, well, I do. If you get close to that bear, it'll fucking kill you. It'll fucking kill you. So get off my land. And then it's like, oh, so sorry, Kevin Costner. African American accent.
African American characters.
Yes, but they just look Asian because
That's what the show needed.
yes. But yeah, it's like one of those shows. Do you at all know what I'm talking about when I mean by geezer fantasy shows?
Yeah. Like I'm just
Okay.
taking what I understand from movies, just anything Bruce Willis has been in the past 20 years, and just applying that to a TV show. Whatever's on Paramount
Yeah.
Plus right now and popping off, that's probably what we're talking about.
Yeah, I forgot. You're not really a YouTube Shorts guy, so you wouldn't even encounter. That's how I know about this shit, because these shows get clipped to hell and back, like all over.
Lot to watch. I don't watch YouTube Shorts or like TikTok or anything much like that, but I do follow like a small handful of meme accounts, and I can always tell what they're watching because the types of memes that they'll post will change. Like there's this one guy, like all of his, because like they'll make memes themselves, I can tell, because they reuse the same templates. So this is them typing it out, and for like a month straight it'll be nothing but Dexter clips, and then for another month straight it'll be nothing but Dr. House, and then for another month straight it'll be nothing but clips from Alien Earth. Like that's just like I could just tell like what they decide to watch when they eat dinner the previous night, which is kind of cool. I don't ever really see much of anything other about the show other than maybe like a music bite or like a muted clip with like some fucking Nintendo music on it. But I can tell when shit comes out, sort of, when I'm like, is that a new show? I'll Google. I'll be like, what was the last show John Hamm did? And it'll be like,
I heard it was pretty good. I think that one's also about like being an oil executive. I think it's called like Neighbors or like Normal People or something. It's like an Apple show.
that sounds familiar.
Pretty sure.
Okay.
I want to watch it just because it's got John Hamm.
Speaking of John Hamm, I don't know where. I'm pulling out a drop sheet from the other day at work. We're showing a movie now. It's called Gail Daughtry and the something. I'm just gonna tell you what the movie's about. This couple. My manager told me the plot to this movie. I haven't watched it. I watched the ending to see if I would like the movie, and I don't think I do. But the movie is Gail Daughtry. I don't know if that's the actress's name or if that's the character's name. But her and her high school sweetheart have been together since high school, and they're like 25-ish now, and they're like, we've only ever been with each other. Let's get married. But before we get married, we should each sleep with our celebrity crush. Just because we'll be like locked in for life after this, to sleep with one other person. It's kind of weird too, because I think in the movie they're both virgins, so it's like you want to.
Whose idea was it? Was it the girl's idea?
It was the girl's idea. I'm pretty sure it was the girl's idea because it's her movie. The movie's about her. So the guy goes to fuck.
What a bitch!
You're gonna be because here's the thing, I watched the ending of the movie because I was like, if the ending of the movie is what I think it is, I'm never gonna watch this movie ever. I was right, and I think you already know where I'm going with this. So the guy goes to fuck some lady, and the girl goes to a fortune teller because I don't know, she just does. She's like, I have a lot of celebrity crushes, and the girl goes to the fortune teller, and the fortune teller is like, if you don't sleep with John Hamm, you will never feel true love. And she's like, I gotta go sleep with John Hamm so my marriage can be successful. So she goes through the whole movie. She fucks John Hamm. They meet back up and they list the price specifically, the $65,000 wedding. And when the dude says, I do, she says, I can't. And then John Hamm comes down. I'm spoiling the movie now. And then John Hamm comes down in a hot air balloon. And he's like, I'm so in love with you because we had sex this morning, actually. I'm so in love with you. And then she was like, John Hamm, I'm not marrying the love of my life because I love you. I'm not marrying him because I figured I just realized that there's a whole world out there for me to enjoy and explore. And I was like, cool. That's a neat come around to have. And then John Hamm is like, but I'm John Hamm. And then she's like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna marry you. And then she just leaves in a hot air balloon with John Hamm, and then just leaves this other guy with the $65,000 wedding to pay for. And it's like, maybe the movie was great, but now that I know that that's the ending, I don't know. That just didn't make me happy. I know why. It's because the dude didn't luck out. But even I don't know. I feel like even if I was a girl, I'd be like, it's kind of a mean thing to do to your high school sweetheart. Go fuck John Hamm and then not marry him after saying you're gonna marry him for 2 years. Isn't that a little mean? I think it's a little mean. Just a little.
That's
bit.
like the Notebook level. Holy shit! This lady is a psychopath, but nobody cares for some reason. Like, that is insane. And also, I'd like to point out the whole psychic thing. This is something that bothers me. Is about that is it's like, of course she's just into magic, and that doesn't portray her character as like borderline schizophrenic. Like, let's be honest here. It's like I'm sick of that. Like, where movies have psychics in it and they don't really address that. Okay, either magic is real or this bitch is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, that's a character detail you could do so much with. Someone goes to a psychic. They do it in the fucking Sopranos. And that was fucking amazing. Paulie goes fucking queers and throws a chair. I like that. Sorry to spoil the funniest moment of the show, but I like that. Fucking queers! Nothing wrong with queers, but Paulie said it, not me.
Mm-hmm.
Put your panties out of a bunch. Ladies, I know you're listening. I'm sorry.
2 ladies.
I'm sorry for dissing on the Notebook. 2 ladies. Yo,
now
2 ladies and 1 cup. Yo, we should try and get an interview with the 2 ladies, 1 cup. We should get an interview with them.
Do you think anybody has ever tried that before? Because I have a feeling they have. And I'm just saying, I've never seen them on a podcast. That's all I gotta say.
I feel like maybe it's such a good idea that no one's thought about it. But let's be honest here, they're both probably like dead somewhere.
Maybe. I heard a very interesting story about 2 girls in 1 cup. Unfortunately, I know why I brought it up, but I can't really bring it up because I forgot what the story was. But I guess I remember it was about the making of it, but I don't remember anything about them making it. It was some French guy, and I heard it was ice cream.
I've heard, yeah, I heard the poop was fake.
Yeah.
But I also heard this, that the 2 girls, 1 cup, but I heard that 2 girls, 1 cup is the trailer for a movie called Two Hungry Bitches with a Z.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. So that's cool. How did I get here? Oh yeah, bitches being crazy.
Oh yeah.
Girls be crazy. Girls be shopping. So yeah, it's just a weird thing for a movie to have a sidekick in it, and that's not like a holy shit, magic is real, or this bitch is crazy moment. Like, that's so normalized to just be insane. To have something wrong with you is so normalized on like that deep of a level. Magic is real, and bald women who wear turbans can see the future. Shut the fuck up. From my hand? Go. Kill yourself.
Yeah. Well,
kill yourself.
This might be a great transition point. I don't know. I'm gonna put it to you like this, because you haven't seen Obsession, right?
I have not. And honestly, I'm at a point I don't think I will, unless they put it on HBO Max. Apparently it's going somewhere else. I think it's Peacock.
Ooh, nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Watermelon.
I'm assuming you don't want me to spoil it then, right? I should tread lightly.
I don't care. I don't care.
This is good, because this makes the story a lot richer. So, my manager told me the entire plot of Obsession before I saw it, because I was for sure that I wasn't going to see it. And because I went into the movie knowing full spoilers, I'm pretty sure I was the only one having a crazy time, because I came to the function, I came with some herb, and I was having a pretty good time. X-Men 97 was on. I was kind of digging it. There was
Ooh.
popcorn on the floor. I bought myself some Grapico, and I was ready to watch this movie. I was lit for it. The movie starts, and this I'm gonna tell you, the spoilers so that you can watch it along with me in your mind's eye. And if you don't want spoilers, I encourage you maybe go in with spoilers because knowing this makes the movie way cooler. So the way my manager told it to me was I was like, what is obsession? And he was like, this guy likes this girl. He buys a thing called a one wish willow, which is a little triangular box, and inside it's got some twigs and shit in it. You say your wish, you break it, the wish comes true. And the reason I bring it up is because in this movie, magic does exist. But the reason that it's not as big of a deal is because in the movie, they explain that one wish willow is such a high collectible, even though it's only $7, there's such like a high collectible novelty item that pretty much nobody ever opens the box, but like 8 or 9 people have in the past, and they didn't live to complain. So that's their explanation, is that's why nobody knows about this, but everybody kind of knows about it because some people do make wishes and live.
I also heard the director say that like the wish only works from your perspective. It's like a quantum immortality thing where it's like if you do nobody else's or what I don't know exactly how it works now that I think about it, because I know you see the one guy's other wish, but like it sends you somewhere where like nobody else's their wishes. It's just like your wish works or something like that. That's how I heard it described by that weird looking fuck Curry Baker or whatever his name is.
I think dude,
I'm sorry.
He might be, and I could be wrong about this. I'm ready to spread this rumor wide open because
He might be gay.
Because, well, I don't think that's a rumor, but I'm for sure because I've heard so many people tell me details about this movie that they've seen him say in interviews, and every single piece of information is conflicting. I don't know if that's because A, people are getting false information, which is totally true. Could be true, excuse me. Not totally true. It totally could be true. I forgot a very important word there. Or this dude could be going to different interviews talking about his movie and then just purposefully delivering conflicting information to get people theorizing about it, because I've only heard awesome theories that all cancel the other theory I heard earlier before out. But I phrase them as theories because I don't know if I haven't seen this guy talk in an interview at all. I'm just telling you what other people have seen him say in interviews. I'm assuming it's true to a degree. But what I heard, because I've also heard that in the movie she's not possessed, and I've also heard in the movie she is possessed, and then she is possessed, and there's another element to it. I've heard a lot of different things. But I'm going to tell you what I knew going into the movie. What I knew going into the movie was what my manager told me. My manager told me is that when you break the one wish willow, she gets a little freaky. But the way that she gets freaky is really, really fucking scary.
Hot.
So, what?
Hot?
Yes.
It's really hot?
It gets pretty hot to a point, and then it just gets really depressing once you like, it's like,
Think about the situation.
Yeah, I want to call it like once you like reset your perspective and you really gauge what's actually happening in the movie, or what I was under the impression was happening in the movie, which it strongly implied. So I'm pretty sure it's right. It gets really like it gets stomach turning. It's like nasty. So what my manager told me is that in the movie, she is like, because he said, this is how he phrases the wish. He says, I don't remember what her name is. Let's say it's like Kaylee, or I'm just going to change that name as much as I want. The girl. He's like, I want this girl to love me more than anything in the fucking world. Nikki, right. Oh yeah, freaky Nikki. I remember, dude, this movie plays with like awkwardness so much. He pulls up and they're having a conversation about like who they like or something, and then she like leaves the car and he goes, bye freaky Nikki, and then she stops and turns around and she goes, don't fucking call me that, and he goes, I'm sorry, and then she walks back up to the car and she's like, don't fucking call me that ever, and he's like, I'm sorry. And it's just that scene, my explanation was very brief. This went on for like 40 seconds. There was a lot of silence to just sit and think about what he did, which didn't feel great because I was feeling a lot of sympathy for just anything that was on screen, and this guy was just not doing well. He was doing very bad. Very, very bad. Negative charisma. There was just nothing there. He was doing a bad job. So he makes the wish, and because she goes inside, after she goes inside, he makes a wish, and when he looks back up, she's chilling on her porch. She's like sitting like that, like on her porch, and she walks back up to the car, and she's like, "Yo, my dad has cancer," and he goes, "What?" And she goes, "My dad has cancer. Can you take me home?" And she goes, "What?" And he goes, "What?" And, dude, she's tweaking out. So the reason that this scene started freaking me out was because what my manager told me is that what happens in the movie is she gets possessed by a demon, a boy demon, who's very bad at, one, being a human, and two, being a girl. When she walks back up to this car, she's like, she starts saying names from the conversation that they just had, but what she's saying isn't making any sense. She's saying it in like a very seductive and convincing way, but she's kind of just saying gibberish. She's saying like words that were happening in the conversation that they were just happening. Like she's trying to the movie starts with his cat dying. I forget what his cat's name is, but she starts saying his cat's name because
Cat.
What? His name is not Cat. I don't
Borat.
know.
Borat.
His cat's name is Borat. So she's like, Borat.
Good interruption, Brian.
That's gonna be every comment on this highlight then. You guaranteed it. Well, I've guaranteed it. I'm sorry. Please just respond to
It's
this.
okay.
Save a life. We will kill ourselves if you make fun of us or call us names. Allegedly.
I genuinely doing this has made my conversational skills go up so much higher. Just like,
It's a good accent.
Because when you don't, it's very hard to figure out how to say, yeah, I agree with what you said without saying that. So you just fucking hit them with a, oh yeah. Boom.
Universal
Perfect.
approval. Universal.
Freaky Nikki, that fucking bitch. Why was she so? What was she already possessed when she was called Freaky Nikki? Like, why did she take that person? Is she just like annoying?
It was like a nickname she got at a party because she slept with some guy or something like that. I don't know why he brought it up. That was a bad nickname to bring up in that moment, especially because prior to that the conversation was
that's
already
fair.
not going well. It was just not progressing. So she's just being really, she's just like personally me, she's freaking me out because she's like your cat Borat, and then there's like a long beat of silence, and then he's like, yeah, he died, and she goes, yeah, he died, I'm so sorry. She's only remembering bits from the conversation that just happened, and in the middle of the guy talking, she's like leaning inside the car window, and then she jumps and she goes, what the fuck, and then she goes right back to like listening to him, because there's periods, the movie's really weird, there's periods where a majority of the time the demon is possessing her, but every once in a while she slingshots back, and she does it a lot in the movie, and I'm not joking, it's like goosebump inducing to think, because every single time that she comes out, she goes from freaking out to being scared to being intimidated. And then at a certain point in the movie, she has like a plan. Like there's a certain point in the movie where she wakes up and she's like, I'm here. And she breaks a bottle on the table and she just starts stabbing herself to get everybody's attention. Great plan, by the way. If I was in her situation, what else are you going to do? You only get like 3 or 4 seconds of conscious decision making and you're hopping like 3 or 4 months into the future. Just crazy shit.
Just like, I'm here.
Yeah.
That's what I would have done. I'm here. Fucking pop them out. Just
that would be pretty cool. I would say. Actually, I can't remember. If
that's Freaky Nikki going.
I can't remember if we see her breastises in the movie or not.
What?
I was supposed to be.
I doubt it.
Keeping a close eye on that, and I just don't remember. Fuck. So,
I know you see some bra titties in it. You see some bra titties for sure. I've seen the pictures on Instagram.
She's a very gorgeous woman, and she is the reason why this movie is as good as it is. Concept-wise, it's amazing, but like when you like gauge like what her acting instructions were, you have you have to act like you're a guy demon who doesn't know how to act like a human and a girl. On top of that, you have to act like a girl, and every once in a while you have to act like the old you is coming out and doesn't know what's happening. And she does every single instance, she does it like perfectly. Like also, it could have been I was just so high that I was like this is like 18-star acting, but I was really like I was like I see exactly what's happening every single time that she's in like a dark room. Her eyes are not like glowing, but they're like not in the dark, you know, just like little effects like that. When she's sleeping, her face kind of, it doesn't melt, but it like morphs around in like a weird way. There's a part of the movie where she's sleeping in her bed and the guy gets out of bed. She has this thing where every single time that the guy moves his arm over the edge of the bed, she just starts screaming like a macaw. It's really good. And at one point in the movie, he gets up to leave, and she whispers, she's like, "Come back," and he's like, "I'm just getting a glass of water." She's like, "Don't make a lot of noise. This isn't the other girl. This is me, Nikki. I'm here." And he goes, "What?" And she's like, "I need you to kill me while she's still asleep." And he goes, I can't do that." And she's like, "You need to shoot me right now, please." And then he just leaves. Crazy shit, by the way. I was losing my fucking mind because it was just like all the scenes that I'm like summing up for you, they're like 8 minutes long of just like there's just like a lot of just like sitting there just holding your breath. And it's pretty good. A couple more sex jump scares than I think I was prepared for. Ending of the movie's pretty cool. He goes back to the shop and he's like, "Yo, I forgot to mention he wants to fuck Nikki, but there's another girl. They work at an instrument shop. There's another girl at work that likes him, and she's actually just a way better match for him. And she texts him in the middle of the night, and she's like, 'I need you and me to meet up. We gotta talk like right now.' And he's like, 'You just gotta text me.' And she goes, 'I can't. And if you don't come up and meet with me now, I'm gonna knock on your door.' And he just knows that's gonna be awful. That's gonna be bad. So he leaves quietly. He goes to go talk to her, and she's like, the entire movie she's been waiting on like her college acceptance letter, by the way. And they're talking, and she's like, 'I know you're dating Nikki right now, but I'm moving up in my life, and I want to let you know that I really, really like you.' And at this point in the movie, he's been really fed up with Nikki because she's been doing psychotic shit, like cooking his cat and feeding it to him. Just real bad attitude towards the world. And she's like, 'I really, really love you.' And they start laughing and having a pretty good time. And Nikki, just being not a very communicative person, just rams a brick through the window, puts it right on her steering wheel, and just starts going ham. And I was impressed. They show you all of it, and that transition was pretty good because I could not tell when she turned into a bloody dummy and when she wasn't. It looked pretty good. And of course, the college acceptance letter that she hadn't opened up yet was in fact an acceptance letter. She got accepted. She didn't. Yeah. So this guy, needless to say, he's not in a good mood.
I like the Asian Bay.
Yeah.
But dude, I like because people are talking about that. This is the new horrible discourse on the movie where it's like, I honestly, what's the main character's name? Is Bear the main character?
Yes, it is. It is.
Who does the wish?
Bear. Yeah.
Okay. So, by the way, the actor is gay and his name is Bear. That's funny.
Is the actor?
Continue.
The actor is gay.
But yeah. I heard about that because again, the discourse on this movie is so fucking nothing. It's like, yeah, I looked at the actor's Instagram. He's actually gay. Wow, he's so good at pretending to like women. It's like, dude, this is what we're talking about. Jeez Louise. But then there's like another side of it too, where it's like, Bear is fucking crazy. I would have gone with that Asian chick. And then now people are mad because it's like, you are so missing the point of the movie. You are so missing the point. And it's like, oh my God. I don't know what to get mad at because I'm mad that they're talking about pointless things. And then I'm mad that they're mad about people talking about pointless things. So I am my own enemy on this one, but I also haven't seen the movie. So there is a bit of calculations on this. So whatever. Fuck it. But do you have any more to say on the
Yeah,
film?
I'll round it out for the viewers because I think knowing the ending does make it pretty interesting. So Asian Bay dies, and he is just not in a great mood. So he goes back to the magic shop, and he's like, "I need all the one wish willows you have." And the guy is like, "You only get one." And he's like, "What?" And he's like, "Once you break one, you don't get another wish. You gotta find somebody else to do your wish." He's like, "Can you make my wish?" He's like, "I already used mine." And he's like, "On what?" And he just wouldn't say. But that does prove that you can, in fact, use this thing correctly. You can, in fact, wish yourself gazillion dollars with no...
It's not a monkey's paw.
Yeah, it's not a monkey's paw. It's just he actually worded it fucking badly. Worded it very badly. Also, I think it's a type of wish. I think when you wish for physical shit, there's not really a lot of drawback. But once you bring in people, canonically, once you bring in people, it just gets a little hairy. This is something else I should say before the ending, because this is...
Harry. Oh my god.
What?
Harry?
Harry?
Get a little hairy. Ooh, I'll dive in. Ooh, a little bit of hair. Sorry. I'm making a joke about pubic hairs. All right, go ahead.
My blood pressure is so high right now. I'm freaked out. Dude,
Didn't even do anything. I didn't even do anything.
I'm off. I took a bunch of shit in my medicine cabinet, and you're freaking me out right now. So the guy.
What did I do?
What did I? By the way, is that Jack cut with something, or is that just a can of Jack? That's not a can of Jack, right? What is it cut with?
It's watermelon flavored. It's like a punch.
Whoa. Is it good?
It's all right. The peach flavor is so awful. It might be one of the rare occasions where I let someone else drink it because the peach flavor is disgusting.
You gotta get peach bootlegger, man. Peach bootlegger's pretty good. Pretty good drink.
I gotta get a peach emoji and just like fuck it in the butt because the peach emoji is a butt. So I just want to get a peach emoji. Fuck it, dude. This is freaky liquor. This liquor's freaky. Freaky Nikki. Freaky liquor.
This is the Valentine's Day episode. This is what this is. It's
true.
July, by the way. It's the Valentine. We're obsessed with obsession. That's the title of this episode. No, we're not. I like the movie, and you haven't seen it.
I liked your passion. I was gonna let you have it, just because I liked your passion, but
it sounded like it could get 12, 13 views. But
no, because everyone's already done that before. At this point,
I haven't looked.
Probably.
Maybe I'll watch YouTube.
I bet you CinemaSins is like everything wrong with obsession in obsessed amounts of time or some bullshit.
And then Cinema Wins is like, I'm obsessed with obsession. 100 things it did right.
And yeah.
By the way, I don't care about CinemaSins. It's literally not worth getting mad at, but if you get mad at CinemaSins, then you also have to get mad at Cinema Wins. You can't pretend like that's not mutual. They both do the same thing. That's all I gotta say. They both just over sensationalize an emotion for a movie. And it's like, yeah, one's positive, but I don't know, wouldn't you rather just watch the movie? Brian's camera's frozen. It's just you and me now. How many nerds juicy gummy clusters can I eat before I hit my calorie deficit for the day? 6 pieces is 90 calories, and I have 200 left. Let's sort out 6 times 2 is 12. 1, 2, 3. Fuck! I'm dropping nerds on the floor. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. There's only 3 or 4 Nerds Gummy clusters left in there, but I'll just leave that for tomorrow. Oh no, it's me. I'm the problem.
Getting that from you. When I don't insult her, suddenly she knows exactly what I'm saying.
Exactly what you're saying.
Alright. Let me know when we're going.
We're going.
We're going? Dude, you brought up Cinema Sins. It's so funny you mentioned that. It's so haha funny. Literally last night, I watched the entire saga of that one guy who was beefing with Cinema Sins. I watched that entire saga. I was watching the criticism. I would say, hold on, I need to get this fucking, I don't want these people talking all the time. Here's my thing though. You said, if you're like mad at Cinema Sins, you have to be mad at Cinema Wins. I would say that's a good point, but not necessarily, because the reason why people are mad at Cinema Sins is it's turning people away from movies, and because of like it would, for example, they talked about what movie was it? They like, oh, Get Out. That was the big example. They just like misrepresented a bunch of shit in the movie. And a bunch of comments were just like, oh, thank God I skipped that one. It doesn't even make sense. But with Cinema Wins, okay, it may. Well, I haven't really seen Cinema Wins, so I'm kind of out of my territory here. But you brought up a good point about the sensationalization of an emotion.
Mm.
That was like the last thing I heard. And
that's really the last point I had.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, that what you said is true, but I think there is a difference in like turning people away or turning people to things, because it's like this guy's point was purely about like appreciating like the hater of Cinema Sins. He was pointing out that it's making it harder for people to appreciate movies. And listen, if you got to lie a little bit to get someone to appreciate the movie, I mean, when you talked about Obsession, you probably simplified a couple of things in the hopes that people hear that and go, oh, yeah, that sounds pretty nifty. Mm-hmm. So I do think there's a difference there. Granted, I'm not really mad at Cinema Sins, honestly. Maybe I am, but like the video is very persuasive. I was fired up at the end of both of them. But it's like, I don't know, that like the logic that they use in their videos just piss me off. And they do a cop-out thing where it's like, yeah, we know when we say wrong shit because it's a joke and we actually aren't critics. But then we're actually critics and we just do it in a funny way. It's like they can't pick a side on that. And it's like, dude, The Onion doesn't do that. That was the point that the guy made, is that if you can't tell if like an Onion article is legit or not, like if you see an Onion article and you're like, is that real? I think that's real. Then the Onion article is not good. You're supposed to know it's satire. That's the whole point of satire. You're supposed to notice it. So, fuck them. Everything wins with, what are they called? Cinema Wins? They're probably good, but honestly, I don't even like the format of the video, to be honest.
I guess truly my overarching point was, if you let Cinema Wins or Cinema Sins determine what you think of a movie before you see it, it's just an odd way to live, I guess, was my overall point. Not that you can't let YouTubers... There's nothing... I love learning about movies second-handedly. But I mean, like, what I'm thinking about is, like, when I'm talking to somebody and I'm like, dude, something, 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 something. You ever seen Splice? Start talking to them about Splice. But they haven't seen Splice. They've just seen a video about Splice. Which isn't bad. But what is bad is they don't tell me. They talk like they've seen the movie and like they know. It's like, no, I watched the movie. This is what happened. You're missing a few things. Nothing wrong with it. You could say like, oh, I watched a video on Splice. It looks pretty mid or pretty bad or pretty good. That's not bad. But when you're talking to me like you sat down and you've watched the movie, when you just watched like a 15-minute rundown of it, we are not the same. You are Air Force. I am Black Widow. Man Black Widow. I'm Special Ops. What the fuck is
Yeah,
she?
of course.
I'm wearing all black.
She's
I'm
a
out
fucking
here
bitch.
fucking kicking shit and complaining.
Fucking
In that
dudes.
order. Fucking dudes.
Fucking dudes.
Licking
Having
my,
sex with Mark Ruffalo and
sticking
Hawkeye.
my little tongue in his.
Mm-hmm. But you know who I like? I like Ryan Hollinger. I like Ryan Hollinger. That's the if I want to like figure out. See, when I want to LARP and pretend I know a movie, which I don't, but like I still watch videos about horror movies. That's the guy I go to. He does like nice 20-minute long videos, 15 if you disinclude the Raycon ad, but it's just pretty good analysis, pretty good recommendations. A lot of movies that you may have not heard of before. A lot of deep cuts. There's this fucking zombie movie, but it's like sad, and it's like, damn, dude, nice. And it's got Rey in it from Star Wars. Someone can look up that movie. Yeah.
Oh,
so,
what's it called?
Yeah.
I know what that movie is called. We just had it a little bit ago. It's called like Lost something, like a Lost Kids. It wasn't like that. I know Daisy Ridley was in it, and there was like some kid zombies in it. Shout out.
Yeah, and it's all sad. Oh yeah, because the plot is like in Australia. That's where the outbreak broke out, so everyone just moved. But now it's been enough time that people are coming back to Australia specifically to like find their loved ones and like put them down and be like, you don't have to suffer no more. And it's about that. And she's like looking for her husband or some shit. It's like some girl brain, fucking who cares? But actually, I brought up Ryan Hollinger as a preface because I'm going to talk about a new spooky movie I've seen.
Okay.
Funny Games, the original from 1997. And I bring up Ryan Hollinger because I'm pretty sure I've seen his Funny Games video. Could have been of the remake or the original. They're shot-by-shot remakes, but in different languages. But I want to preemptively like save myself from plagiarism accusations because I think I might parrot a lot of things he says because I know I've seen videos about it. Funny Games, very interesting movie. Do you know about this movie?
Looking it up right now to get myself a 1, 2, 3 freaking poster so I can look at that while you talk.
Yes, bro. So, Funny Games is about some German family. It's first of all, it also matches up with what we were talking about because it's a satire specifically. Like it's the entire time you're watching it, like this isn't just like a literal story like other horror movies maybe, where it's like Jason Goes to Hell isn't really about anything. It's just like, Jason died. How do we
Make
kill
another
people?
movie.
This is making a statement, and so let me just walk you through the story. I don't know. It's so simple to explain, really, like on a literal level that I feel like it won't even take that long. So a German family shows up to their vacation house. As they're driving by, they see they're going to vacation with like another family or some shit, like their friends. And this is honestly a good movie to. It's a good movie to like Obsession. It's a good movie to know the answers first because it makes it instantly so much more suspenseful. So you see this family, and I knew the iconography of the villains wearing like white tennis outfits, and so I was like, if you hadn't seen the movie before, that scene would just drop off completely, and you wouldn't even notice anything. And so they're talking to the neighbors like from the car, like yelling across, and I'm like, yo. Those two boys, I know they're up to no good. Why are they here? So then they get to their vacation house. The two sweet boys show up, and they are sweet. One of them is like a blonde, very sweet. Not really, actually, but neither of them are really even that handsome either. They're way more handsome in the remake. But so it's just a family: mother, father, son. The son's like 10 or something. His name's Georgie. He's named after his father, George. And then the mom is named the mom. I don't remember what her name was. But she's like main character when you get down to it. Sorry, it was in German, so I'm like not really picking up on names that much. I'm just like, I know I'm not gonna have to remember names, but the two sweet boys show up to this house and they're like, hey, we just they want to make eggs and they don't have any eggs. Can you spare us like 4 eggs or something? And the other guy is with the dad and the son who are setting up the boat. And so the lady's like, all right, she's very nice. She gives him 4 eggs. As he's walking out, he like drops them. And he's like, oh shit, I'm so sorry, because he's like German or whatever. Mm-hmm. He's like, I'm so sorry. And she's like, oh, it's okay. It's not a big deal. Like, I still have 8 more and shit. And actually, this movie is turning out to be a lot harder to explain. Just stick with me on this.
Okay.
So he drops the 4 eggs, and she's like, no, it's fine, dude. It doesn't even really matter. I had 8 more. And he's like, well, can I get 4 more eggs then? I promise I won't drop them or whatever. And then as he's waiting for the eggs, he accidentally pushes their only cell phone into the sink. Yo, something's up. Something's up. He gets the 4 eggs, and drops them again. And then now she's starting to get pissed. She's like, what? Just leave before you break everything else in the kitchen. Yeah. And then the other guy is done. I don't even know what the other guy was fucking doing while... I do remember. Okay, so the other guy, egg breaker and non-egg breaker. That's how we're going to refer to him.
Okay.
Non-egg breaker. He asks, he's like, can I try your golf club? I want to smack a ball. And that's already annoying because at this point, eggs have been broken. Yeah. So it's like, you want my eggs, you want to test out my club, and you're trying to make small talk like nothing weird is going on. That's like that's what the mom's on. She catches on immediately that something's up. And so the other guy, while the eggs are being destroyed even more, he goes and kills their dog with the thing. He asks for a ball, and then he comes back and he's like, I have the ball. Why do I have the ball? And at this point, obviously, I know why, because I have super psychic vision. See, psychics are bullshit except for me.
Yeah, well, we're psychics.
So
is the thing.
We are psychics, and
we watch the movies we've talked
badasses.
about. The movies that we've talked about today, we're not watching them until next week. That's how psychic we are. I'm telling you. Yeah. I'm telling
that took
you
me a
about
second.
the week I had this week, next week. Sorry.
Yeah, and we don't even change anything, bro. We don't even want to use our powers. We don't even change it, dude.
Why
but like, so
we're chill.
The dog's getting killed off screen, and they're down to 4 eggs left. And he's like, well, you said you're going to the store tomorrow in the morning anyway, so can we just have the 4 eggs and then we'll leave? And they're starting to get sassy. They're starting to be like, well, this is your fault. And this is such an interesting aspect of the writing, is the justification that these characters show that just isn't battled whatsoever because they're in power, where it's like the entire time they're making this situation seem like it's the family's fault and not their fault. Just like, why did you have to fucking... So as this argument's happening, Pop comes in.
Yeah.
And the guy's upsetting the wife. The wife is like, I'm going to my room. And he's like, you've upset my wife. I think you guys should leave. And he's like, then give us the fucking eggs. So he smacks him.
Yeah.
And then, as he's walking away, like the dad is walking away, the guy with the club smacks him in the leg, like right in the thigh, and it like breaks it. It like breaks up. And because he's immobile the entire movie up pretty much at this point. And the kid sees it happening and is like, what the heck? And the mom comes out, and then that's when they start hitting him with, why did you have to slap me? You can call the police or the ambulance if you want. Meanwhile, they know they're being cheeky. They know the phone is in the sink. Or not, well, it's not anymore, but it was. So they're like, yeah, call the cops. See what'll happen. You hit me first. And so they're like, yeah, fuck it. Okay. And then that's when the non-egg breaker one is like, why do I have this golf ball? I said I was going to hit it into the water. Why do I not have this, or why do I have this golf ball? And then
He's like
the
saying
mom
it out loud.
seems to instantly, yeah, he's saying it to them. He's hitting them with riddles. It's called funny games because they're playing funny games, dude. Like, other than the murder part
Yeah.
and all that type of shit, pretty funny gaslights. But, so, it's pretty good.
Pretty good.
I might use it. I'm going to go next door,
Killed.
and then I'm going to eat them. So, yeah, kill a dog. Good prank. That is a good prank. That would fuck with someone.
That would probably.
If your goal is to fuck with someone,
dude, they would get triggered as hell if you killed their dog. Dude, what the fuck?
fucking pussy ass
Fucking
bitches.
pussy
Ass
dude.
bitches.
Oh my god.
It's like, exactly, fucking liberals. So then, and then, to further elaborate why it's called funny games, he makes the mom non-egg breaker. He makes the mom play hot or cold, like warmer to find the dead dog. And
That sucks.
and then during this, he walks in front of the camera, and this is, you might have even like seen this in passing because it's a very iconic moment. He's doing this. Looks straight at the fucking camera, and it's like, oh wait, what is this? So like that's instantly, and the way he looks at the camera, he's smiling. He's like, yeah, you see this shit? You see this? He thinks we're complacent in it. And
Yeah.
that's the point of the movie. It's like, okay, yeah, I don't want him to kill the dog. Turn the movie off and he won't kill the dog. But we're so curious that we allow it to happen, and we allow all of these things to happen. Dude, this is where I'm parroting now, for sure, because there's no way I'm smart enough to have actually picked up on this. But it's like throughout the movie, they're just doing all this shit, and then occasionally, non-egg breaker, and he's the only character I think who like even acknowledges this at all. Like, I don't think the other characters treat like what he's saying is completely normal, and it's like, yeah, that's a thing people say, you know? And it's weird. And so, okay, so like throughout, he just turns to the camera and starts talking to the audience. He's like, this is what you guys want, right? Or like, it'll be like, the mom would be, you know, pouting about like a dumb babbling bitch for good reason, but
of course.
stupid lady, what are you scared? What are you, a bitch?
Two
So
guys with a ball.
why do I have this ball?
Why did
So
you have that ball?
there's just
That
because he got the, oh, okay. So anyway, so he breaks the fourth wall multiple times just to ask us shit. Like, when the mom would be babbling like a little bitch and being like, I just want to live or whatever, he would be like, you guys don't want her to live. You guys maybe want her to live a little longer because we're not at feature film length yet. That's what he says. We're not at feature film length yet, so we're going to have to torture you a little longer. It's like, holy shit. And throughout the movie, Eggbreaker is like watching TV and stuff. He's like, he doesn't really do anything the entire time, I feel like. Let me think about it. Well, that's not true. So I'll get to that. But like the entire time, they're like watching TV and stuff. And so then this is what the movie does. You're watching, and they're getting tortured and shit. The kid, there's a terrifying chase where the kid escapes and gets to the neighbor's house, realizes why the neighbors were kind of acting weird, and then sees, like, because they have balls, dude. They don't show you like the dead parents or anything. They show you like the leg of a kid that got killed in like a puddle of blood, and it's like, oh, that's a heavy way to tell me the family's dead. All right, thank you. Yikesies. Anyway, and then the kid is like hiding and shit, and it's so scary because they're wearing all white, and there's like a shot where he's just jogging. He's not even like, oh, I gotta sprint to catch him. He's like, I'm gonna catch him. I don't even care. I could walk there if I want to. And it's so fucking scary because immediately the kid does make a dumb decision. I see why he did it. He didn't know the family was dead. First thing he does is goes into a house instead of, I don't know, if he's jogging like that, I would be like, okay, he's going to have to get a car. I'm going to fucking book it, and I'm going to have to book it. He's going to have to catch up to me. That's what I would have done. But then he finds a shotgun and is like, oh, here we go. Something's happening. Bro, immediately. Fucking dogs bark. Immediately, I'm like, yeah, but it doesn't have bullets. They were probably just used to kill the family. And so that's like a big suspenseful moment, is like just knowing he's fucked. He has too much confidence now with this gun. And the character even, they do, this is kind of a cliche, but it's kind of what the movie's about, actually. But, you know, it's just a little science. Where he's like, you haven't even cocked back the thing. When he's aiming it at the guy chasing him, non-egg breaker, you haven't even cocked the gun. And so he's like, cock it, both of them. And then he's like, now you have to pull the trigger. Don't work. No ammo. And he's like, all right. And then he just gets him. He just gets him. And brings him back. Eventually, the non-egg breaker, he's called, the egg breaker, he's called Tubby throughout the movie because he's kind of chubby. It's pretty funny. He's like, stop calling me Tubby. He's like, stop calling me Tubby. As you're killing a family, stop calling me Tubby, dude. You're embarrassing me in front of my new friends.
I want to impress these guys.
I'm not even fed. I'm just baby weight. It's just baby weight. As a 23-year-old man. But
I have farm bloat. It's farm bloat. I have ibuprofen every day for the past week.
So they set up this game where it's like, you guess someone's age, or they tell you their age, and then it's kind of like eeny, meeny, miny, mo. It's like one of those. The Germans made it so fucking complicated. There's not even a good song to it. It's just counting. It's just like, okay, she's 35, and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, or 5, 6, 7, like, and then you just go until you get to 35. And they make her strip naked to judge and see how old she might be. That's why the thing is on the kid's head in the poster, the thing. They're like, we don't want to make him see that. There was probably some quippy line about, like, because that would be immoral on a movie or some shit. There's probably a line about that, but to make her strip naked and shit, they don't, like, touch her or anything. They're just, like, genuinely, like, I want to see you naked to get the best guess on how old you were. And it's like, yikes. Which, still a problem, but I don't think they were whacking off.
No, but it's still odd.
Anyway.
Display of power.
Then Tubby, display of power, dude. And so Tubby, he gets the game wrong. It was whoever it lands on, you guess another person's age and then count. And whoever's the last one to get landed on, that's who you shoot. But whoever they landed on, they just shot. And wasn't supposed to do that. That's not how it works. And so here's what happens. Fucking shot the kid.
Sucks.
Like, right here. And you don't, and this is a thing the movie does a lot, you don't directly see the violence. It always happens just off screen, and then you see the result. I don't really know. I'll have to analyze that, aka watch the Ryan Hollinger review, but I don't really know what that's about yet. But we're seeing, well, maybe it's kind of like, since we're not directly seeing the violence, they're not giving us, the audience, the sick fucks, what they want. They're only giving the result, and that's what makes it so, like, Jesus, dude. Yeah. Because you're seeing the aftermath in a very real, because the movie is filled with a lot of super long shots. When the kid got shot, it was probably about, like, a minute and a half of the mom just, like, sitting there kind of in the distance, just on a chair, just like this. Nothing happened for like a minute and a half. And I was like, Jesus, dude. And the detail, like the blood puddle was getting bigger because you have to look. Yeah. You're looking at practically a picture, so you have to look for details. And unfortunately, they're not fun details. And then it's just like 2 minutes of the husband who like can't fucking walk, trying to get up, and he's like screaming, just like, because he's silent for the first like minute and a half, and then he like tries sitting up. Mind you, he's hidden behind the couch. All you can see is his legs. So I'm kind of taking creative liberties on what I think that's what was going on. But he's just like screaming. And then meanwhile, the wife, she gets to action pretty quickly. Like once she stands up, first thing she does is turn the TV off. Don't know what that's about. I'm gonna have to analyze that. And she like gets out of her bindings, and then she helps the husband up. And this is like 5 minutes of a scene. This is like 5 minutes, and then and they're in the kitchen. Oh yeah, because when they shot the kid, this is what they said. Non-egg breaker and egg breaker. They were like, you weren't supposed to. Oh my God, you never killed the kid first. Now they're not even gonna care what we do to them. So they leave. They're just like, fuck it, let's just go to the next house. They leave after that. Mind you, there's like 50 minutes left in the movie. I'm like, yo,
Whoa.
Dude, they just leave. And it's like, holy shit. And then, sit the husband down in the kitchen, try and air dry the phone to dry it out. Because the buttons were working, but the signal wasn't working. So they're trying to do that while she tries to run out and get safety. Or like get a hitchhike and be like, dude, you gotta fucking help me right now. Do you have a phone? Jackass, whatever. And so she's running, and a car's passing by, and it's like she hides to be like, that could be them. So she hides, and then right at the last minute, she's like, fuck that. She tries to jump out, but the van has already passed her, so she was fucked. She sees another car, and she's like, well, I don't want to miss my next opportunity. And as the car's pulling up, it cuts away, and it's like, oh, I know who's in that next car.
Yeah.
And so then since they found her, they decide, you know what? Yeah, fuck it. Let's come back. She obviously has a will to live, so it means you can torture her.
Yeah.
And it's so bad. And so, it's so fucking good. It's such a good movie. So then, don't even know why I watched it. It was completely on a whim. I was like, I wanted to see the English remake because it is like a 1-to-1 remake. So I'm not like gonna be like, the original is so much better. It's the same fucking movie with different actors speaking a different language. But so what happens is now they're trying to play some more games with her, some fucking hilarious games, and she actually gets the shotgun, and like they put ammo in it, and they're like, well, the game was like, I forgot exactly what it was. It was like, who would you rather us kill first, and would you rather be stabbed or shot? It was something like that. And while non-egg breaker, it's such an annoying name. I don't think they even have names in the movie. The one just gets called Tubby. No, it's like Paul and Peter, but I don't know which are which. The lady gets the shotgun, shoots Tubby with the shotgun, and he's like, what the fuck? Where's the remote? He gets the TV remote, rewinds it, and stops her from doing it. He rewinds the fucking movie.
He clicks himself out of it.
Yes, he genuinely is like, where's the fucking TV remote? Gets the TV remote, hits rewind, the movie pauses for a second, goes back, and then the scene plays out differently. Oh, bro.
This is an awful world. This is an awful world to be in that these two are ruling. It's a bad time.
Dude, it's so crazy. I was like, no fucking way. Because I knew the movie got kind of meta. I already knew that. Yeah. But damn, that meta. Like, that must have been the one thing I forgot from the Ryan Hollinger review on plagiarizing. Must have been the one thing. And then, well, how did they kill the husband? I don't remember how they killed the husband, to be honest. That part, I don't know. But the way they kill the wife, the mom, is, well, they get on the boat. And earlier in the movie, it's introduced that there are other neighbors. Like, there was another boat of people there, like, yeah, we're just down there. Because I think they know each other. Like, all these people with the vacation homes know each other. And so they go on a boat. This is how the movie ends. Go on a boat. The mom's on a boat, tied up. And because one of the funny games was like, we think you're going to die before 9 a.m. You think you're going to live. That's a pretty good bet. Let's have a bet. And so the egg break, one of the two is like, what time is it? And it's like 8 o'clock. And he's like, okay. He just shoves her off, kills her. And then he's like, yeah, I was kind of hungry, to be honest. I wanted some breakfast. They go to a house, and the door opens up because the one non-egg breaker was kind of introduced to the people on the boat. Now they're at the people on the boat's house, and they're like, yeah, we, you know, the whatever the family's name was, they wanted some eggs, but they don't have any eggs. So do you think you could spare some eggs? And then it's just a close-up freeze frame of non-egg breaker's face for like 45 seconds. You just stare at his face. And the way I view that is I've kind of already even tapped on it, because I think it is just telling us again, you are complacent in everything that just happened.
Yeah.
You allowed this. You could have turned the movie off. You didn't. Now a family is dead. This is just as much my fault as it is yours. You know? That's what I think that means. And the reason why we linger on his face is probably to make us closer with him than anyone else in the entire movie.
What did that shot?
The bad guy.
Did the shot start off like that shot? Did he say, "Can we borrow a few eggs" in that shot? Or what? Or did it cut to that after he?
I think so.
Did it?
I think it was the same shot, and then
he was just asking you. He's like, "Do you want to do this again? Because you could start this movie over, or we could make another one." He's asking you.
Ooh.
I thought that's what I was trying to say. Which, by the way, this movie.
I think that's it.
This movie's good because you being a viewer makes you complacent. Me going out of my way to not watch it because I don't want to see any of that happen also involves me. I'm included, and the only thing I've seen of the movie is the poster, because the movie that wants me to make a decision, I've just made one of the decision. I have chosen an option that the movie has given me. I've made a decision based off of the information presented by that movie. I'm involved now. I'm in this court case. If this was a court case, I will be mentioned.
It's such a smart movie. It made me feel smart. I feel smart. That's good. I like when that happens. I like when I watch something and I'm like,
feel a little
there's
detective in here.
There's something deeper there, and I think I get it. Meanwhile, it's like well, I don't know, because people are always talking about media literacy nowadays, but like I feel like a lot of people could understand it. I feel like. I don't think people are that dumb. Yeah, go ahead. I'm pretty much done talking about the...
Just gonna say...
You can...
What? Yeah. Very short comment. If I'm ever talking to you about a movie, and not you, the royal you, if I'm ever talking to you about a movie, and then you bring up, like... something you have to be media literate, the conversation has ended. I'm no longer exchanging you information. I will just I will say yes until you stop talking. I'm not anything.
Seriously,
listen, I'm dumb. We start using these 3-syllable words to make me feel bad for not looking up shit on my own time. I'm not doing that. I loved Space Jam 2, and I'm tired of pretending like that's a bad thing. I'm allowed to like that awful shit. I don't have to be. I'm just outing myself as like an autistic man. Just pretending like this is a badge to wear. It's not, by the way. Nobody thinks you're cool for being autistic. But stop that. Also, that's not.
Yeah, can we stop with the stolen valor, please, guys?
Yeah, you don't get to like building Lego Vespas and then wear that puzzle T-shirt. That's not for you. That's for people who can't.
I do understand. But to an extent, I do understand some stolen valor, where it's like, listen, the amount of money you probably got to pay to get a diagnosis, and like all the effort just to get a diagnosis you may or may not get. I can understand maybe being like, I took the DSM-5 or whatever. Or is that for depression or something? It sounds like it's for depression. I think it's DSM-5 is the like autism ADHD test. You've taken it like...
I feel like we've had this conversation before, which is scary.
Then I'll shut it down. But yeah, I think there's a little bit of leeway on that. But it's like, if I can't tell, you're a LARPer. Same thing. Uh-oh. We're far enough in the episode. Same thing with people that are mixed. If I can't tell, no, you're not. Don't care. Whatever you look more like, I'm calling you're that.
We have. It's funny.
You know?
It's funny you bring this up, because we have a friend. I've known him since middle school. I'm gonna say his first name. It's fine. His name is Niles, and we can't figure out, including him, I guess. Nobody can figure out what he is. All due respect, Niles is a very cool man. He's got, I'd say just regularly tan skin, and he's got naturally Mexican facial hair, like a thin mustache and just like a little right here. And then he's got like beautiful flowing black people hair, and then he has a country accent. And we're like, where the fuck are you from? And he doesn't know because he's adopted. And now we'll never know.
Well,
No clue.
do his parents have an accent?
Yeah, he grew up in the South.
Well, that explains the accent.
Well, yeah, but
It sounds like to me
an
he's
interesting
just
garnish for that?
Caribbean.
I don't know. Maybe
It is. No, it totally is.
It's like putting carrots.
Yeah,
in
he's,
fucking, No, let me not say that because it doesn't make any sense.
He's Johnny Depp in Dior commercials and Pirates of the Caribbean and The Lawsuit.
Yeah.
Yo, don't.
Hey.
Let's talk about that. No.
I actually never, not even once, it's crazy. I always had an opinion on that. Never cared. Never looked for images, never looked at videos, never got excited when it was over. Didn't care. But I did pick a side. What does that say about me?
What side?
Johnny Depp. Just because I heard that she shit the bed, and I was like, well, I like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I'll give him a coin.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Sure,
actually.
whatever it is. Those are both fucking stupid names for those movies. Because they're saying the same thing.
Yeah, because it is weird. Well, it's because it's like a weird ad thing. They wanted to make a real-life Wonka bar, so they had to change the title of the book to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. But it's very ironic because Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is way more about Charlie. Yeah. And Charlie and the Chocolate Factory delves very deep into Willy Wonka, so that's weird. I got that observation from Nostalgia Critic fucking 10 years ago.
Dude, nice.
Sorry, liberals.
Nice.
Sorry.
Stolen bullet point. Love that.
I'm stealing bullet points like a motherfucker, dude. You can't stop me.
That's fine.
But
I think.
I'm admitting to it, so I'm safe.
Thank God.
I'm admitting to it, so that's just how you quote things. I'm just quoting things. It's not plagiarism. Shut up, fucking liberals. So, I had something to say. What were we just talking about before that? Before I rudely corrected you?
I don't know, Johnny Depp or something.
Oh yeah, I never cared either. I picked a side too. Johnny Depp. Thank you. Johnny Depp. But all I cared about was my dog stepped on a bee. And the fact that she shit on a bed. That's all I cared about. And also, I probably did get a little deeper into it on like a cultural level, where it's like how people are reacting to it. People think she's innocent now.
Do they really?
People are saying she's innocent. Well, I think it's just because Instagram thinks, or TikTok thinks I'm a girl. Oh. So they're hitting me with that. Which is weird. It's like, fuck it, dude. I don't want the TikTok babes to come at me, dude. Amber Heard's innocent. Whatever. Yeah, fuck it.
What was the court case even about? Like, what was that? I still don't even understand what they were suing each other for, or what that battle was about. What were they fighting for?
It was defamation. Since they were both claiming the other abused the other, it was like that. But I don't even know when the defamation started, though. Assuming both sides are defaming. Which, honestly, in all likelihood, they're probably both buttholes.
Probably.
I mean, this is a 60-year-old man who plays guitar and picks up 30-year-old girls.
Yeah. Definitely not. I wouldn't say I'm rooting for any party. I picked a side, obviously. But, one was in 2 movies I liked, and the other one was in Aquaman. And that's really all I have to say, I guess.
What were the 2 movies?
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And I guess... God, I know there's another one that I like. It's not... What?
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory too?
Is there a second? No, there's not a fucking second one. You ever see Wonka? Dude, here... Okay.
No.
Here's something that makes me really mad. When Wonka came out, the candy that they sold to promote the movie were gummies that would turn... They were gummies that would turn blue as you... Or they had blue goo inside of them. They were like purple brownish gummies that looked like Willy Wonka's hat. And they had blue goo inside of them. And it's like, I get that, like, you guys tried to make chocolate once or twice, but literally, why the fuck? Just put the Wonka logo on Cadbury bars. I don't think this is that hard, right? This is not that difficult. Is that really too much to ask for? I've always wanted a Wonka bar. I don't even care if they taste like shit. Why has that not been done yet? I know technically it has been done. They did it for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and it didn't go great. It heard it tasted like shit. Wait,
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate, or did they do it for the remake as well?
They did it for They did it for the first movie, and they also did it for the Johnny Depp movie.
Yeah.
But the chocolate for
because for the first movie,
yeah, melted.
all the chocolate would just melt. Yeah, that's nice.
The second movie, the chocolate just tasted like shit, and it didn't come in like size bars, so it was like little tiny ones. Like, this isn't a difficult thing to ask for, right? Good chocolate is made all the time with cheap paper wrappers. I guess, well, now that I'm saying it out loud, I could just go to the store and then go online and then look up Wonka bar wrapper if I really wanted it this bad, which I guess I don't because I haven't done that. So I guess I don't care. Never mind, I don't care.
I have a very embarrassing story. It's actually related, believe it or not.
Really?
I don't know where to start, dude. Okay, so my high school was doing a Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory play, and I was like, I'll be damned if I don't get to play Willy Wonka. Because I did drama club in like middle school, and I was very good. I wasn't even good at it. I couldn't remember my lines, but I would just like improv everything, but it would work. I don't know why. I don't know why I was ever picked for like the main character by 8th grade. By the way, flexing, I was the main character by 8th grade. Nothing fucking huge, dude. I think I was like Pirate Frank or something. I think I was Pirate Frank. I think. Fuck, I don't know. So I think this was even like this was my sophomore year. And I bought a Willy Wonka costume off the internet. Gene Wilder version, of course.
Hell yeah.
And
the classic.
I showed up to school with the Willy Wonka uniform on, but under my clothes, because I was too embarrassed to just walk around just like Willy Wonka at school, dude. I got wild. I was insecure that day. I was probably really high. So the audition is on this day. I didn't research it enough because guess what, dude? I had to remember a scene, and well, I remembered the scene. I was gonna do the sir. I was gonna hit him with that. I was gonna hit him with that, dude. That would have been a good fucking audition scene. But I had to remember a song too, and I was like, oh fuck, I forgot. I have to sing, and I don't know how to sing, and
it's gonna be rough.
And I didn't remember a song. So here's what I did, and it was after school. My dad was waiting outside to pick me up anyway because he didn't know how long it would take. And I just left, dude. I just left. I was like, no, I'm not doing it. I pussied out.
That sucks. That's awful.
After like a whole day of hyping myself up to my friends.
That reeks. That sucks. I'm sorry. But I mean,
I know.
Can you if you're not like, if you don't come out with like an angel voice, can you imagine a more embarrassing thing as a kid other than singing? Like, that you could do at school, I guess, because if you really wanted to imagine something embarrassing, I guess it wouldn't be that hard. But at school, singing is probably the top one that could realistically happen.
Yeah, dude.
It's bad.
But in all fairness, it's not like... Well, it's not like the songs in the original are even that complicated, I could probably pull it off with like, I don't know, however long it takes to prepare and play, like, I don't know, like 2 months or something. I could probably get that kind of down, not by learning how to sing, but by just controlling my voice. You know, just being like, I have to hit these notes, which is just what singing is. But there's like a level to it, a passion. Like, I gotta fuck. There's this sort of improv level to singing that you need to be skilled at to be able to do, or else you just have to memorize. It's like, I can memorize a song on piano. I'm not good at piano. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not a good tale. I'm very embarrassed about that.
I don't think you should be embarrassed about
Anyway.
that. I have way more embarrassing stories. So embarrassing, I won't share them. I refuse.
I have another one.
Okay, good. You should go and say that one.
If I share this one I think might be really bad.
Okay.
Will you share one of yours?
I will share one that gives me chest pain. To this day it does.
Okay. So, when I was in 7th grade, listen, bro. I thought dancing was sick. So, I learned the entire Michael Jackson, Billie Jean, like, stage performance dance moves. With some good flair, too. I was good at it. And Smooth Criminal. I go to Valentine's Day dance. In the fucking outfit. Black jacket, glove, hat. Dude, fedora, toss it. That's what you're supposed to do.
Did you buy it, or did your mom or dad buy it for you?
I just like had clothes lying around that I did make them buy a hat though.
Okay, that's boss.
Yeah. And the gloves. But I go up to the DJ. I'm like, yo, you know what you gotta play, right?
Yeah.
He plays it. Dude, whole circle around me. The whole fucking... Everyone's watching me, dude. Everyone's watching me. I do the dance. And here's the thing. The embarrassing thing... It's not like something embarrassing happened in the sense that, like, oh, I fucking split my pants, or I don't know, I fell on my face. Like, nothing like that happened. It's the fact that it happened at all that's so embarrassing. That... I did the Billie Jean dance, but he kept cutting me off before the fucking moonwalk. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? Meanwhile, my moonwalk was sick as shit. My moonwalk, if I was able to hit the moonwalk, I don't think I'd be nearly as, like, embarrassed at all. Because my moonwalk was fucking clean. I can still do it clean. Because here's the thing. Everyone does the moonwalk wrong. So, like, when you see a good moonwalk, you're like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
You have to, okay, the way it works, let's say these are feet flat. A lot of people do it by, hold on. A lot of people, you got to get on your tippy toes on one foot. A lot of people slide on that foot. No, that's the anchor point to slide the other foot, and then you switch, anchor point. You know what I mean? So that's what you gotta do. Everyone does the opposite, and it makes everyone's moonwalk look like shit. It's so simple. I can still do this. I can even do the standing in place moonwalk. That one's just simple. You don't, it's hard to explain. You just gotta fucking know how to do it. And I can do the side moonwalk where you can, like, look like you're walking forward, but you're like, whoa.
I like the orbit.
So, yeah, the orbit. That's a good thing to call that.
I've heard it described
So,
that way, yeah.
So yeah, I can hit all of his moves. I can hit the fucking... I know how to do the snap kick, dude. Don't get me started on the snap kick. But yeah, it was fucking incredible. Just the beginning, song starts playing, you gotta throw the hat. Had to throw the hat. Yes.
Yes.
I'm kind of talking myself into, like, not being embarrassed about it anymore.
I was going to say,
honestly.
like, you were talking about how you're about to tell an embarrassing story, and it's just you winning. This is embarrassing that it happened, but it kind of isn't, because it sounds like you did a good job.
It keeps me fucking up at night. Just that
you thought it was a good idea, or that you did it, I guess?
That I thought it was cool.
I mean, it sounds like it's cool if it went well, and it sounds like it went well. If it didn't, that would be
True.
you know.
Because I know it inspired me. There was what was it? It was like a video of someone else doing that at their school, but like they're like, this is like years and years ago, like I don't know, early 2010s. So it's like this guy looks like he is 35, but he's probably only like 14, and he does it for like a talent show. And when the moonwalk pops out, everyone's like, oh.
Yeah.
So I wanted that moment.
I see.
That inspired me.
I understand. I get it. I understand. I mean, I never did it, but I felt the same way. I'm sure you've seen this video where it's like a neighborhood Halloween party, and this guy pulls out of his house and he's wearing full robe, pretty much nothing but like red boxers, full open robe, two slippers, and like the only thing that like makes the outfit work is that he is wearing a fedora, but other than that, he's not dressed like Michael Jackson. He runs out of his house, he slides and skids across the road, like actually straight up like 16 feet, and then he adjusts his hat and then does a perfect moonwalk all the way down the road. So I know
I've seen that.
I feel I understand the spark in your heart after seeing a video like that. It's just my response. I guess my ambition, I guess is a better way to put it, was not the same as yours. I was like, I think in my head as a kid, I knew I was like, I could do this if I wasn't fat, but that's not gonna work out because like well, I will say if you're a fat kid out there, practice that moonwalk. It will be impressive. But me as a kid, I weighed my options. I was like, this is not gonna turn out well for me, even if I learn. So I didn't.
Dude, if you're a fat kid, practice the smooth criminal dance. It's so powerful, and you'll probably not be fat by the end of whatever month it is now. Dude, it's so fucking complicated.
Dude, just get Just Dance. Just get Just Dance.
Bro, yes.
Get Michael Jackson Moonwalker. All those work. Those work very well. Very good.
Yes, dude. You ever hit Rasputin? I hit Rasputin fucking like 2 months ago on Halloween. 2 months ago on Halloween.
Really? Dude, tight.
Yeah, no, obviously not 2 months ago, but like, I hit Rasputin. That was always my favorite because I could do the fucking dance. I almost whipped it out on 4th of July. Not my penis, the fucking Kazatsky kick from Team Fortress 2. I almost pulled that out because everyone was like, there's like a really hard thing in balancing where you have to, if you're standing normally, you put a leg up completely forward, and then you try to do a squat without sitting on the ground and then getting back up. Getting down is not that bad, but getting back up is fucking impossible.
Yeah.
So it's like, we were all demonstrating that shit. Someone did the Kazatsky kick. I'm like, I'm not going to make this moment about myself, which is growth. I should have made that moment about myself. I did not. So, but now I'm starting to feel like, it's definitely not embarrassing to do the Michael Jackson dance because, whenever Just Dance came on in gym class, dude, you know what I was doing? I was just dancing. I was just dancing, dude.
What the title says.
That was because I didn't have like any friends in my gym class, just like other dudes. So I was like, okay, I guess I have someone to talk to about the world. And then this one guy, I knew of him, never really got to know him at all. Let's say his name's John. John, when I meet him, like when I really start talking to him, because I have to, and I have no other friends in the class, he just starts telling me about his erectile dysfunction that he has, and that he had to get a surgery, and now he has 2 penis holes. I'm like, yeah, what? I would have brought that up too. Yeah, fuck it. And, I'm like, cool. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, cool. And I don't know. I just had to be like, And that's true, by the way. He wasn't doing a gag. That was... I really hope people I know do not find this, dude. Because they're going to know exactly who I'm talking about.
Well, I do have good news for you, Brian. I have no idea which one of your friends in your group of knowledge has 2 pee holes. But I know one of them does. I'll never know which one, but I know one of them does.
Yeah, and it's not even like I was like, it's not like you're gonna find him and like, oh, I'm following him on Instagram or something. Like, it's not like that would happen, because I actually saw them on the 4th of July, and it was the most awkward shit. They were like, Brian, oh my god, is that you? And I was like, yeah, dude, it's me, and I just kept walking.
That's fucked.
I just had to walk through the rain to get my fucking backpack to get a water. So I'm just trying to get back. I'm trying to sit on that fucking couch I've been thinking of. So I'm like, yeah, dude, yeah, what's up, guys? Cool to see y'all. But yeah, Just Dance, that brought solidarity to the bros. All the bays are just like, it was either Just Dance or like the weight room, or you just walk in a fucking circle and talk to your friends or whatever.
Yeah,
and
gym.
the bros were just fucking, hey,
Yes.
oh, Rose with you. Dude, it was so lit. And meanwhile, I'm showing off for the ladies. I'm still a girl. If I whip out dances, it's specifically so the ladies see me and think I'm fly. I'm still on that. I don't dance for fun, dude. I'm like a fucking peacock.
Yes.
I'm like a
you're
peacock,
burned.
dude. I gotta show off. Yes. That's my mating call. I just fucking do Michael Jackson. Dude, you do Michael Jackson dances as a mating call, you might get a pretty rough mate.
Oh.
Talking like short.
Yep.
Short. So maybe don't do that. Maybe do Rasputin. Hit a Rasputin around the ladies. That'll work out better.
Oh, hell yeah.
Just get a bunch of people who want to kill you. Whip out Rasputin at a party. People might want to try to kill you after all the aura you just stole. It's like, dude, if you're talking shop with a chick and some dude starts going, whoo, 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 hitting the elf move, that's how a lot of people know it. I wish people knew it from Team Fortress 2, but when you hit the elf move, the ladies are going to fucking...
Yeah. He's not... He is the top status character in the room at that point. He's earned that.
Yes. Now, a secure man, like myself, I wouldn't do anything about it. Someone does the Kazatsky kick, guess what? I'm like, that's cool. I can do it better. That's cool, but I'm a grown man. An insecure person, I just admire what's cool. So, let's see what's on this note card.
What is on that note card? I've been curious.
Well, oh yeah, we have not talked about it. Well, I don't think we have talked about. No, we haven't, because when we recorded in the morning, I hadn't finished it yet. I have now officially finished 6 Feet Under.
Yes.
And
how is that?
I'm actually, I legitimately cried at the end of it. In the last minute, I was sobbing. I was actually fucking sobbing, uncontrollably, and like to the point where even I was like, why am I crying, dude? I just didn't know why I was crying. I was like, why am I crying? I was home alone. I was completely home alone for that like entire week. And so I was just enjoying my time making a bunch of food, dude. I was making fucking bagel bites, but on actual bagels. I call them bagel chomps.
Oh, yeah.
Because you have to chomp them. Dude, oh my God. I had pasta every fucking day, it felt like.
Oh, yeah.
Meatballs and Alfredo. Yeah, fuck it, dude. That sounds delicious. So I was on that shit. Dude, I am sitting on my balls and I'm trying to fix it, and it's just not fixing. It fucking hurts. Okay, so...
Wait.
6 Feet Under. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, I don't mean to cut off your thing, but I have a feeling we're entering a very powerful point in the episode. Did you want to take a short break before we continue? A little piss, a little shit? A little drink of Wawa?
I don't have to piss, but I'm down to take a quick break.
Okay, cool, because I do got to brown a little, and I made a small pile of dead skin, and I just vacuumed, so I got to sweep that up.
Okay.
Don't include that in the... I'm gonna tell you, I'm starting to worry. We're still recording, by the way.
Okay.
I'm starting to worry that me putting the bundle of basil, I guess it is, in my mouth for that opening bit to pretend that it was like a cigar. Starting to worry it wasn't worth it, because not only am I pretty sure you couldn't see the bundle of burning leaves in my mouth, but now it just smells like burnt leaves in here, and the air conditioner isn't on, so I'm just stuck in a cloud of smoke right now. I've just been coughing this whole episode. Feel pretty good.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, dude.
Feels like I'm in a bar.
Sounds like a dope location, dude. I just ate a sandwich.
Really? What kind?
Not gonna tell you. So,
Okay.
6 Feet Under. Hold on, I gotta hit my pen.
Okay.
I'm very secretive about my sandwiches. Don't know why, but I never tell people my sandwich.
Okay. I respect
I
your
should go to
boundary.
therapy and figure that out. Yeah.
Well,
It's a very simple boundary. Don't fucking worry about my sandwiches. You can cheat on me, you can punch me in the fucking dick. If you worry about my sandwiches, I'll lay you the fuck out. Seriously.
yes.
Well,
Yes.
seriously, ladies, be careful. Be careful. You ask me about my sandwich, so I'm gonna hit my pen.
Dude, fuck yes. What kind of a is it a new pen? It appears to be. Is it?
No, I've just been barely smacking this fucking thing.
What's that right there? What do you?
I've just been a Top G Skywalker OG Indica.
Freaking sweet. Oh hell yeah.
Yes,
It's pretty sweet.
I was told there's ketamine in these. Yes, I was told these have ketamine. I have no fucking idea, but that's probably why they're so good. So, 6 Feet Under. I I finally finished the show. The last like 5 minutes, very powerful. The final episode in general was very powerful. It's like they were saving up all the juicy drama for the final episode, and it's like, damn, dude, I didn't realize how juicy this show could get. And so the show basically ends with Claire, the daughter. I'm gonna spoil it.
Okay.
Claire, the daughter, is about to like go to New York. The show takes place in California. She's about to go to New York. She's ready to move on and like start her own life and shit. And but the mom is bugging out. Mom is very, very, very sad. And Claire was like, I can stay here with you. I can stay here with you. And Ruth, the good mom she is, she's like, you would do that for me? No! Get out of here! I won't let you step foot in this house until you're a successful woman. Like, a spaz, but a fully supportive, like, spaz. Like, no, you need to go. It's like, yes,
Cool mom.
fuck yes, dude. Because Ruth is so, like, neurotic, and she needs people around her. Because in the beginning of the show, when the father, Nathaniel Fisher Sr., dies, very first episode, she wants Nate, the main character, to stay just to, like, comfort her. She wants to have all of her kids together and all that. So at the beginning of the show, she was willing to like stop Nate's life at a standstill just for her own comfort. And I didn't even fucking think of this until just now. I didn't even think about this part. But now she wants her kids to move on. And it's very powerful. And then in the last 5 minutes, they play a Sia song. I'm sure if you heard it, you would probably recognize it. It was a pretty iconic one back in the day. As she's driving the green hearse, she has a green hearse. You know, it's just cool. A lot of space. Come on, man. And that's like the iconography of it. That is the Stranger Things equivalent of the fucking lights on the wall, dude. Yeah. That green hearse. And so she's driving. She's on the highway or whatever you want, a freeway, whatever the fuck. Don't know the difference. Don't care. It's showing flash forwards of all of these characters and like where their life ends up. And it's like, damn, what's so powerful about it is it felt like everyone's life just started by the end of the show. Everyone's life finally just started, and then the show ends. And so what they do is, as it's driving to this Sia song, without dialogue, it just shows the characters getting older, and it starts with Ruth's death. That's the mom. Her death, and so that's how we see, okay, gay boy. Dexter and Keith, the black guy, are still together.
Hell yeah.
So, like, you get information based on shit like that, and then, like, Dexter and Keith, dude, it was so fucking powerful, this gay couple. First of all, they just adopted 2 black kids, and they were rowdy, but now like, because this is what I mean. Like, right at the end of the show, the kids stopped being rowdy, and it's like, damn, dude. Yes. And yeah, and I think one of them was gay, and the other one married like a Chinese chick. I was like, brother, yes.
Yes.
But then it hits you with Dexter, bald. He's sitting there watching his beautiful family frolic, and then he sees Keith, who they don't. I don't think. Oh my God, they do. So Keith, he was a cop, and then he became like a security guard. So I guess now he works at like a delivery firm as a security guy on that. Gets fucking shot to death at like 60 by a bunch of dudes. He's just his outfit looks like a milkman outfit. I'm pretty sure he wasn't a milkman, but it was just like he looked so wholesome like that. He was just like carrying things, and then he gets shot. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Because I liked Keith.
Yeah.
Keith was always, whenever I liked Dexter in it, whenever Dexter was tweaking, Keith reeled him back in. And that was beautiful every fucking time. So Dexter fucking dies. He's looking at his beautiful family frolicking, and he sees Keith, because they're playing football, he sees Keith catch the football, and then he just like so that was funny, but it was such a wholesome moment. It's like, damn, dude, they worked it all out in the end. They ended up being a good couple, because the entire time it's like a little bit dicey. And it's like, damn, dude, they could easily break up, and that will kill me. And then it's like, okay, Dexter, and the mom, Ruth, she died last year. Not in real life, the character. 2025, that's when she dies.
That's nuts.
Yeah, pretty crazy. And I think Keith dies in like 2029.
Ooh.
Like yeah. So, yeah, how old would he be? Yeah, he'd be about like 56. Okay. So then, mind you, it's taking a lot longer to explain what's going on than just actually watching it. The song's barely even kicked up yet, dude. It's, bro. And then they hit you with all this other shit. They hit you with Brenda dying. And again, at this point, I like Brenda. I think she was a good person. I don't know what the fuck her problem was in season 1 through 4, but they got resolved. Nice. Very nice, very surprising. And she dies with her brother Billy. Brother Billy stays alive. He's crazy. He never dies. Never dies.
Never dies. Billy never dies.
Never dies. Billy never dies. And so he's just like, this is like a funny moment, kind of. It's kind of funny, where he's just, because Billy's like crazy, he's always like on or off something, and both of them are a problem. And so he's just like, honestly, I might be Billy, because the entire he's just yapping about bullshit, dude. Just fucking, yeah. So I was thinking about with like the air and the universe, and then Brenda is just fucking dies. And the old people makeup isn't bad. And then he's like, Brenda. So there is a little bit of dialogue, I think. And I'm like, okay, this is pretty funny. I don't think I'm going to cry. I think they got the cry out of me with Nate dying.
Yeah.
Which, wow, powerful, dude. Just like, ugh. Good show. But then it gets deeper. They keep hitting me with shit. Like, one, Federico, my favorite Puerto Rican dude. I'm actually happy about his death. He just died as like a fat old dude with his wife. He was on a cruise. Just falls over. Yes, that's exactly what you want. And also his ending with his bae, Vanessa, very wholesome. They worked it out. Federico did some bad things. You know, he cheated and all that. They worked it out. I thought Vanessa was being a little weird for a while, but you know what? It's okay. We love her too. We love Vanessa. She's a hot Latina bae.
Love her to death.
Oh. A little bit crazy. It's just like, I'll choke right now.
I just want to.
I'll choke.
Stop! You're scary.
Start choking yourself. We love Vanessa so much. I'll kill myself. So, I liked Vanessa, or not Vanessa. I don't think we saw Vanessa's death. We also saw a marriage as well. I think Keith and David had like an official marriage or something, and that was beautiful. And I'm serious about that. These things are beautiful. The way the show, it's such a beautiful show. It's so beautiful. Maybe top 3. And
hell yeah.
So here's what gets me though. Mind you, the song, the theme, but dude, I'm thinking about all of this shit. I'm thinking on a deeper level on top of just literally watching the show. I'm like, damn, dude, what if I died? That would be pretty sad. But I would be dead, so I would probably be good. So, fuck it. Oh. And
Party.
I was getting a little emotional from that because I was thinking about like, yo, what would happen? And then I was like, wait, no, I gotta watch the show. So I'm watching the show. It hits me with this, dude. And mind you, well, there's not really a mind you for this. Never mind. But Claire, turns out the whole time she's the main character. Turns out, first of all, she's the last to die.
Mhm.
Second of all, the way they show it, dude, like something about it, just all at once, just the idea of like being 98 and dying on a bed. I was like, because it shows like a very elderly person in a bed, and I'm like, I think I already know who this is. And then it pans, and mind you, she's being watched by a Chinese person, but as she dies, she's pretty much alone. Being watched by a Chinese person is not the same as having your family all around you.
Yeah.
She outlived everyone, brother. She outlived everyone. Fuck. So
Burden
maybe
in
the
of
Chinese
itself.
Bay was a friend. Yeah, dude. It's because it pans and it shows all the pictures. She stayed with her hubby. Um, yeah, she stays with her hubby. Hubby dies, and the hubby dying. I'm actually just realizing now that that's what that was, because throughout the show they have the characters like think when they're thinking about like their dead dad or something. Dead dad just shows up and
Mhm.
they have a conversation like that. Dexter does a very similar thing, which I haven't really thought about that. Anyway, so fuck, where was I, dude? Can't talk about Dexter. Oh, what fucked me up was, or like what I got lost on was that the hubby died. Claire's hubby dies, and I didn't realize that at first because the guy just shows up, and I'm like, oh, so he's not dead yet. And then I'm like, wait a minute, this is a show where they do weird things about that. Yeah, so I was like, what? And so Claire dies, just passes away, maybe in her sleep. I don't really remember. Mind you, this fucking song, oh, baby, dude, I'm like, yo, the last minute of the show, I was just weeping. I was just weeping alone on the couch. Got a little bit of booze on the table, but I was like, I'm not gonna drink yet. I gotta finish this before my
Before you
booze heavy.
start.
And yeah, so well, I was boozing a little bit, but
There's no shame
not
in that.
really anything crazy yet.
Yeah, you weren't.
I was a little
you weren't
boozed
in,
in.
You weren't in the weeds yet. You were just looking at some flowers.
Yeah, dude. I was just I was 1 foot in, and dude, I'm just like, I'm actually just like weeping about this, and it made me so sad. And I was like, this is. I think the first thing I did was text you. I was like, this is a genuine like top 3 show. I just wept. Like I think I texted you that because I was like, I had to get that off my chest. And how powerful that was. I was like, somebody needs to hear this, and wow, dude, I wept like a girl, like a baby bitch, dude. So fucking powerful show. Very, very, very powerful.
Black guy.
Black guy accent. Very, very good. Very big smile. I had a very, very big smile cry.
Very big smile. That's a fucking awful callback. I hate
That might be my favorite fucking callback.
Very big
I'm learning
smile.
Chinese. I'm genuinely learning Chinese on Duolingo.
Yeah, are you really?
Tong Ho Shui. Soup and water. Tong Ho Shui. Soup and water.
Is
You're
that
welcome.
is that like your 3rd or 4th lesson? Is they give you soup and water? I mean, like the word. They give
No,
you
that's
word
like
soup
the
and
first
water?
one.
Oh, is it really?
It's like the first one, but like they talk about that for so far every lesson I've done. It's been like I haven't really learned anything new yet.
Well, they just teach you words and they just give you sentences to learn. Because I remember when I learned German for summer, retained almost nothing, and basically the only sentences that they were giving, because I was doing it for like 3 months straight, the only sentences that they would give me is I am a man and you are a boy, or I am a woman and she is a girl, or like the water is over by the boy. Like they just kept like man, woman, girl,
So
boy.
many boys.
Yes, it was like I can't tell somebody I'm learning German and then the only sentences I know is you're a little boy. That's Duolingo. We could do some better first lessons. How about where's the bathroom? Or it's the elevator going up. Like some shit I could use.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna say, is that little boy by the water and the bread? Never gonna say that. Not even once. I said it now, and that's the
When in Rome.
When
When in Rome, dude. Go to Rome, grab a boy. Come on now.
I don't think they speak German
All
over
right.
there, do they?
Yeah, but you get what I mean. When in Rome means like where you are, follow what they do where you are. Like when in Rome could apply to my house. When in Rome, take your fucking shoes off at the door. You know what I mean? That's what I'm on.
I don't know what you mean. I just took a bunch of stuff in my medicine cabinet, and I've already made this joke. Call back.
Very, very big, small.
Very big, small, dude. Worst segment ever. By the
no.
way, just want to say,
Yeah.
3 hours in, I can turn my air conditioner back on. If a viewer's still listening now, you're
Fuck
just
'em.
gonna have to deal with it. It's 80 degrees in here, and it's 11.
It's a
PM.
very big, small.
It's a
very big, small temperature. Very big temperature.
Please.
Very temperature.
Oh.
Very much temperature. So much temperature. No, but like I'm
Shut
learning
the fuck
Chinese,
up,
but
Tyrone, please.
my fault.
I'm kidding.
So, first of all, my name's not Tyrone. Don't do that. No, but Italian, they assumed that I'm just gonna go to Italy, so it was just like, it was what you wanted, where it was like, where is the coffee store? Where? And it's like, I don't remember any of it, but Chinese, I'm gonna actually try on this one and learn Chinese. Just fucking. Cha Hong Shui. Tea and water. Cha Hong Shui. Tea and water.
That is what they talk about over there. So I've heard.
Cha Hu Tong. Tea and soup. Bro,
Fuck
I'm
it.
crazy like that. It's called learning. I'm on a learning arc. I'm reading The Art of War. I'm learning Chinese. It's like, dude, you don't even know the type of shit I'm on.
Is there any particular reason that you chose Chinese? Anything in mind? Aspirations? Just picking one to pick one?
Because if you can speak Chinese, you can do the accent.
That's
You
a
need to
very
do
good
the
point.
accent in order to speak Chinese. If you don't do the accent, nobody's going to know what you're saying. So I get to do the accent morally, ethically, and hilariously.
That's pretty good. Nobody can get on to you for that. If you're actually like sitting down and learning, they can't get mad at you for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless you're
I'm just like
unless
that.
you're
If
getting it wrong.
they
which
wanna
doesn't
come
matter
at
'cause
me.
you're learning.
Cha Hu Dong.
That's
Remember
real
Cha Hu Dong?
Chinese. It's my Chinese friend.
Arigato. I think that's Japanese, but like you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Arigato.
Cherry
yeah,
tomatoes.
they
and
haven't taught me
salads.
hi.
It's all vegetables.
3 lessons in. No hi. My name is. None of that. It's just like tea and soup. It's like just if you want to aggressively order at a Chinese restaurant, you just go Cha Hu Dong. Done.
Don't.
Done.
I don't want to tell Duolingo how to do their job, but if Duolingo was my app, when I ask for your name, the very first lesson would be my name is in whatever language you're learning, including your new name equivalent. Like, if I'm going to France, my name is going to be Danny with one N and one I. I should know that.
Daniel. Daniel.
People
Chinese accent.
people when people pick languages, I feel like I don't know what the most common reason for people picking languages are, but I know one factor I don't think a lot of people take into consideration is what accent are you going to use, but you're getting free reins to learn actually how to pull off an accent. Which one are you gonna pick? Because I don't know about you, I feel just like silly, like not silly, but you gotta. Spanish words got a lot of zest to them, you know. I feel zesty saying some Spanish shit. No hate to, it's a beautiful language, but coming out of my mouth, it's like singing in kindergarten. I just feel like it's wrong. I see how the cards are laying out. I'm the fat white guy putting on a fake Spanish accent so my Spanish words sound realer. I don't want to do that. So gotta say, probably German is my favorite because you just never feel, you never feel like the worst guy
Anything.
who's ever done a German accent because you know there's somebody who's done it worse. And I
No,
think
when you
everybody
speak
is.
German, you just don't feel anything. You just go, no. Just like,
I feel prideful. I kind of wish I had different hair though, and a different eye color. But other than that, I feel
Really?
pretty prideful about the other.
About your German heritage? Feel prideful?
Yeah, feel pretty good.
Let's talk about that. Good mythical morning, baby.
No, newest prop I want to get for this show, chess clock. Every single time we do that.
I'm not saying I will ever do this. I will never do this.
Okay.
But objectively, the funniest costume for me to do, objectively, and I would never do it, blackface Hitler.
Objectively, yes.
Yes.
Of course, you would never do it, but objectively, yes.
I would never do it.
If you really want to break it down, comedy is largely to a point an element of surprise that stems and grows from subtle foreshadowing in an unexpected way. So if we laid out our cards, like, that's like saying, it's like, yeah, of course you could win a game of Uno if all you had is 4 plus 4
Fuck.
cards. But, you know, I'm saying, yeah, you could use 4 plus 4 cards, but we're not doing that. We play Uno fair. We work to win.
Yeah.
But you could deal yourself 4 plus 4 cards. That's not impossible. You could do it.
It is funny for someone to think that it's acceptable to do that. That's what makes it funny. Trying to save myself. Yes, go ahead. Save me.
I have a really funny joke from Family Guy I want to tell you, and it's on topic. It's not a funny joke. In fact, it's one of the least funny jokes ever. Here's a fun fact about this unfunny joke, is that it was one of the... Actually, I might be wrong about this. I think it was the second episode ever that Family Guy did in their HD era, like when they went from 4:3 to 16:9. So, like, this is like a first impression episode. Like, you bought an HD TV at Best Buy, and you're like, dude, I'm gonna watch the TV that I've always watched, but it's gonna be crystal clear. And the opening joke is it's Halloween night, and Lois is dressed up like a witch, and Chris comes downstairs, and he's just in blackface, dressed up like Bill Cosby, and Lois is like, Chris, what are you doing? And he goes, I'm Bill Cosby. And she goes, you can't do that. And he goes, why not? And she goes, you just can't. And he goes, okay. And then that's the end of the joke. And it wasn't really a joke, because he showed up in blackface. Thank you, Chris. Pretty cool.
Yeah, because it's like, what's kind of funny about it conceptually is that it's funny. How do I get out of this? It's funny that people... Well, no. It's funny that people still think they can, like, get away with it. You know what I mean? Like, how does it keep happening? Like, I saw it happen, like, on Instagram. I heard a story about it, like, a fucking month ago. It's like, it's not even Halloween. Like, people are just doing it. And it's like, when has that ever, like, worked? Other than, like, 30 years ago. And by the way, you know what? Here's how I get out of it. So I saw an edit of Jimmy Fallon on TikTok, and you can post pictures for your comment.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I posted?
Oh, I know what you posted.
He looks like a brother. He was painted to look like a brother.
If you can pick up what you're putting down, I think I'm getting your intentions from here. Isn't it weird that guy has a ride at Universal theme parks? Did you know about this? He has a roller coaster,
No.
technically. It's a dark ride, by technicality. It's called Jimmy Fallon's Wild Ride. And very interesting. You walk in, and there's no line. There's a giant room of tables where the tops of tables are just screens, and you play Jimmy Fallon-ified versions of, like, old Wii games where you just, like, match colors and shit, and you, like, guess trivia questions. And when you walk in, they give you a card, and you're supposed to hold onto the card and just play these games and chill out. Apparently, it's a recreation of, like, the audience lobby from, like, the actual, like, Jimmy Fallon like recording studio, so you just get to chill there. And then when they call your car, they're like yellow 171, and then you get in line, and then you go on the dark ride, which I don't know if you know what dark rides are, but there's roller coasters where you get in a cart and you go on a rail, and then that's usually the end of it. A dark ride is when you get in a cart and then you go into rooms that are basically like it's the smoke and mirror show. They're way more immersive. They can have
Oh,
thrills
like
a
Dark Knight
yeah,
at
like
Six Flags.
yeah, like Dark Knight at Six Flags, the Spider-Man ride at Universal. That's the best. Pretty much, that is, I think, the best dark ride still to this date. I don't think one has really passed it. Maybe except the Ratatouille ride. There's a really good Ratatouille dark ride that is very, very cool. But how did I
I've
get
only
here?
been to Six Flags.
Say again.
I've only been to Six Flags.
I still gotta go to Six
I don't
Flags.
know any of this shit.
Oh well, that don't even feel bad. I haven't even been on it. It's a France exclusive. You can't even get in one here. A Ratatouille ride. It's not even something that I don't think we'll ever. So, so Jimmy Fallon's Wild Ride. So you get a card and they call you and they put you in this giant theater, and it's a similar dark ride to what's it called, Minions Mayhem, where they sit you in a cart in front of a giant curved screen, and they raise the cart so it feels like the screen is your actual, like they frame it so it looks like your actual environment. And then you just kind of watch it happen as like the ride moves around. It's like a 4D experience. And the ride for Jimmy Fallon's is he's like, we got a big show today, and he's, for some reason, he's in a big red go-kart, and he's just driving through his studio, and then they shoot you up all the way to the moon. And once we got up to the moon, I was like, this is getting ridiculous. But then the rest of the ride, because imagine a regular movie theater, everybody's on this one floor. Once you get up to the moon, the whole floor, the screen's right here, and the floor's like this. You're all in movie theater chairs. Once you get up to the moon, the floor does this, and then it's just a 4-minute ride when you're sideways in a room, just straight down from the moon to planet Earth, like in real time, which was pretty cool. And they did sell Jimmy Fallon Ben and Jerry's ice cream there, which was also interesting. And believe it or not, by the time that I left Universal, it was not the worst ride that I've been on there. It still goes to the Fast and Furious ride, which, by the way, rest in peace, Fast and Furious. The ride, powerful. They're getting another roller coaster, but they lost their old roller coaster or their old dark ride, because their old dark ride was really not great. It was a bad experience.
Fuck the Dark Knight ride. A lot of people are gonna hate me for this.
Really?
The Dark Knight ride sucks. Never cared about it.
Sorry, folks.
Sorry for the technical issues.
Added disk
But
space.
the Dark Knight ride, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. I don't give a fuck at all about it. I don't care.
Can't believe you're saying
Six
this.
Flags is the only place that I've ever, like, that's the only place I've ever, like, rode or like roller coasters, except for, like, I don't know if you count like fair rides, like pop-up fairs. But everyone always talks so good about Six Flags, or not Six Flags, the Dark Knight ride. It's underwhelming, dude. I'm crazy like that. I don't like no, sissy. Ooh, it's kind of a roller coaster, but it's also like more of a thing. And it's like, no, I want a fucking roller coaster. I want to be scared, and I want to not scream, so I fucking get aura in front of the ladies. That's what I'm about. That's what I do on roller coaster. So like, I enjoy. Oh, I've also been to the Mall of America. Those roller coasters are pretty tight.
Yes.
In Minnesota, but okay.
Miniature soda.
Yeah, don't care about the Dark Knight. I can't even remember like any other rides, to be honest, but I probably prefer regular Batman. I think I do, actually. I think I just remembered which one that was. I never tried Superman. The one, don't you have to lay down for that one?
I'm not familiar with any of the Six Flag theme park rides.
Oh.
Don't know about that. I know there's a roller coaster at SeaWorld called the Manta, where it's like one of those roller coasters where you get the fucking the big plastic bars over you like this, and you grab on like this, and there's nothing below your feet, and when you take off from like the launch pad, if you're sitting like this, your head's right here and your feet's right here, and you're sitting down like this, once the ride starts, they tilt you like this, so you're facing the floor, so it looks like you're swimming like a manta, and then you like cut through the water and shit. Pretty sweet ride. Apparently, there's a version with VR now. Like, you can go and they'll put VR goggles on you now, which...
Show me a fucking dinosaur? Shit.
Hell
Show me
yes!
a dinosaur? Jurassic Park? Dude, the fucking lead guy in Jurassic Park died. Did you hear about that?
I did. Rest in freaking piddles, dude. Rest in piddles. I hope he's doing well. That's not what I meant to say.
I hope. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I thought
God
you
damn.
that.
Now we gotta dig out of that one, but we can't do that. Yo, I haven't even seen Jurassic Park, so.
Never? Really?
I've seen Jurassic World. I was like, I bet they're good movies, or the first one is.
Yeah, Jurassic Park, it's a little slow, but it's very... I don't even remember if I liked the movie. I remember it... No offense, Steven Spielberg. I remember it being way too long, but damn, those dinos look fucking good, dude. Those dinos look good. Those are some good-looking dinos. Good dinos.
I would get down to, like, just watching the compilation of the
Just watch the
dinosaurs
kill count.
walking around and doing shit.
Dude, just watch
No, I'm
clips.
gonna just get all the clips together. I'm gonna make the fucking clip compilation myself, post it on YouTube. Just get the whole movie, and then take out all the people stuff. Just look at the fucking dinos.
Yes.
Well, I think the reason why I don't really care about like Jurassic Park and shit, I was never like a dinosaur kid. I just immediately was like superheroes, and I stuck to that. I never like lingered that far out.
I think I was a dinosaur kid, but I think that was just because that's what people expected of me. That sounds weird, but when you're a kid, right? Well, when you were me and I was a kid, and the only thing I liked was Ghostbusters, but they didn't have any Ghostbusters toys on the shelf because they hadn't made a movie in 25 years. The closest next best thing that you were going to get was probably just generic dinosaur toys, because I'm never going to say fuck dinosaurs. I'm like, they're fucking big and they're loud. I like dinosaurs. But that was because I already had like 7 dinosaur t-shirts and a bunch of dinosaur toys, and the only cartoon on PBS Kids at the time that I liked was Dinosaur Train. Pretty much only out of option. No offense to dinosaurs, I still think they're pretty sweet. I'm just not crazy about them. They don't spark joy. They spark, oh yeah, fuck yeah, dinosaurs. But not much else.
Yeah, I'm interested, I guess, in like the history of it all, but it's like Jurassic Park isn't a fucking history movie, so it's like, dude, no hate to Jurassic Park still. I thought we were digging ourselves out. I'm digging both of us deeper by my dinosaur taste.
That you don't like dinosaurs. You know what I've always wanted to watch though?
Care.
What's it called?
What?
I don't know if National Geographic made it or just some company that's similar to it, but like that documentary that's just like hyper realistic, like just pretending like dinosaurs are still a filmable thing, and they made like a documentary about it like it's not. You know what I'm talking about? That looks cool.
Yeah.
I'll give that a shot. But what's it called? I forget the name of the movie. There's a trailer that dropped for it. Everybody was crunk as hell and excited for it, and then just like nobody saw it. I can't remember what the name was. The name didn't make any sense though, but the idea was it came out around the time of Jurassic World, whatever the fucking last one was. Which, by the way,
is it the Adam Driver movie?
No. But I remember people kept bringing that up. It was like a smaller scale movie. It was basically just rated R. It was basically the plot of Predator, but they were on a Jurassic Park island, and it was rated R, and it was very gory. And I remember seeing the trailer. I was like, this looks tight. And then it just never came out anywhere near me, and then I just never heard about it getting on streaming, so I just never saw it. But it looked like wanted to watch a dinosaur rip a guy in half. This is the movie to go watch to see that, I think.
I watched a couple of documentaries as well.
You did?
Dude.
Did you?
They were disturbing. It was very disturbing. I forgot. One of them was the fucking titles on these things piss me off so much. The Curious Case of Lucy Letby. It's like,
yeah.
Whatever. Like,
like, sure.
The Curious, and I don't even think that was the title, but they all just like merged together.
It's not like a Nancy Drew novel. You could just say, "This bitch is nuts." ...
Yeah, or come up with an actual clever title. Don't hit me with that. Hit me with like, I don't know. Hit me with like a 2-word title. Just like.
You remember the guy I told you about? The guy who was like, my ex-girlfriend's clone walked in, and they were like, "How'd you know she was a clone?" And he was like, "Well, because there was like lemons and grape jelly inside of her." And they were like, "How'd you know it was lemons and grape jelly?" That video should have just been called "Lemons and Grape Jelly," because anybody would have been like, "What the fuck could have this been?" Because the thumbnails of like a naked man. If it just said "Lemons and Grape Jelly," that'd be the most viewed video on the internet ever. Anyways, continue.
Yeah, the Curious Case of Lucy Letby or whatever. Fucking bitch. So apparently the allegations, not you, Lucy Letby. First of all, not a very pretty lady. Paint the picture.
Sorry.
She was like a nurse or like a doctor or something. She worked at a neonatal unit, which the only reason I watched the documentary was to figure out what the fucking neonatal unit was. It's for babies. I thought it sounds like it would be for babies, but it's like Neo. It's like, dude, what is this, the Matrix? I don't know what Neo's about. Like brain, so I was like, fuck. And I turn it on, and it's about this nurse or whatever. She's killing babies. She's just walking around killing babies. I think it was something like 19 babies. Since they started noticing that these deaths of babies could be suspicious, there were 19. Like by the time she got caught or something like that.
That's a lot of kids.
Yeah, and and it's in the UK, and it's just like it's not funny, but the entire documentary is about like how stupid the hospital has to be to like not notice it. Like 19 babies die in I think like 2 months, and they're not like, it took them a minute to, I don't know,
jump on that.
Anyway, yeah, and I don't know, it's like a weird situation, but then because they hit her with, you're giving the babies pulmonary embolisms, like when you inject air into your veins. She's getting accused of that, and to like 18 or 9, I think it's 18, but then like, well, they hit her with that, but then what ends up happening is a bunch of doctors come together, and they're not like defending Lucy Letby, but they're saying, no, that's not a pulmonary embolism. It's something else that killed them. I don't remember what she was actually doing it with, but like they saw a rash and thought it was a pulmonary embolism, but it was some other shit. I think it was insulin. And if you don't need insulin, that's very deadly. So I think that's what she was doing. And it's like, I feel like that should have been detected way sooner, right? Wouldn't that have been, if it was actually insulin, wouldn't that have been way, like how was, it's very confusing. And it goes through like kind of all the sides except for Lucy Letby's, because, you know, jail. And anyway, so the doctor who was like, I'm not going to guess, he was Asian and he lived in Canada and he had a very funny accent. Good for him.
Hell yeah.
It made me listen to him harder. So actually, I'm woker than everyone else. You fucking people. But the documentary, I don't really get what the fucking point of the documentary was. I think it was just to document, well, I guess that's where it comes from, but it was just documenting the situation. There's no like call to action, which I feel like every documentary has, like this is what you should be thinking about, or like, I don't know, maybe if it's that type of documentary, like sign this petition, or think about, I don't know, whatever. They could have come up with something to make the documentary about, but instead it's just like scene after scene. And this is how every fucking Netflix documentary starts. It starts with the body cam footage of the arrest, and then it cuts back to the beginning, and they're like, it shows the fucking expert on the situation being like, yeah, so everything was all normal in the hospital, and then one day this baby died. I'm like, what the heck? And then there's another baby died, and it just like, it's so the way they edit this shit is just so boring. And it just, and then and then it takes you a fucking hour to get to the actual arrest footage, and takes you the entire documentary to even know fucking like they leave all these fucking plot twists. Like they're setting the story up in order to have like, oh, that's so surprising, and it's just fucking annoying because I'm trying to actually get a read on the situation. If I want a documentary about something, I want what it's about to be. I want to have most of the information pretty early on, and then I want all of the like theories and shit like after. That's what I want. I don't want some weird fucking you don't even know what the documentary is really about until the last 5 seconds. It's like, dude, fuck that. Give me a real fucking. I don't. It really bugs me because I watched like 3 Netflix documentaries this week, and 2 of them were like this, and it was boring as shit. And then the one that wasn't like it, very good. There was see, this documentary actually does a plot twist. Right, I forgot what it's called, but it's about a lady who rode a bike, and one day, someone kills her. Someone kills her. And that's not good. And so this whole documentary, they're trying to figure out who did it. Not the whole documentary. They actually reveal it. You know what? They reveal it pretty early on, just as I was saying they should. You know what? I'm woke. So this lady gets killed, and the whole time you're thinking maybe the boyfriend did it, but no, when they're interviewing him, he's not in like jail or anything. So it's like if they're interviewing about this with like retrospective a view on it, then it's like it can't be him. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but all the people in the documentary are talking about like how weird this guy is. I think his name was like Connor or something. How weird this guy is and how he's such a manipulative like guru and he's fucking with all these women's lives. And then like 30 minutes into the documentary, they just drop like, yeah, she was killed by, and this entire time, this person is introduced in the story, and they're using like diary entries from the lady who died, and like video. She made like audio fucking entries, so we were listening to them, and she was like, I really like this Connor guy, and I know he has a girlfriend, but I kind of wanna see if something happens, but it'll be awkward, and I don't know. I really like him, and the whole time it's just like, who the fuck? Why are they dogging on my man Connor? And then it comes out like, oh yeah, Connor's girlfriend killed him. It's like, there you go. I did not expect that one. That was very surprising. And then the whole documentary is about how she got facial reconstruction surgery to look more like her sister, so she can steal her sister's passport and like flee to Costa Rica, I think. And she does that, and it's like, holy shit. And all of this wild stuff. And for some reason, the documentary was very good, and the surprise got quite a bit. But they keep dogging on my man Connor. Okay, he kind of had a side piece. Okay, are we really gonna make the call to action of this documentary to really understand how problematic Connor is? It's like, what the fuck? Whoa, 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 whoa! Why is that what we're hanging on to right now? That is crazy.
Cause
like,
does not equal the effect.
Yes, and it's just like weird as fuck that was the takeaway they were trying to get me to have, and I was like, he had a side, but like, because this is how they were justifying it. It's like, this wouldn't have happened if he didn't have a side piece. It's like, dude, if she was willing to snap and kill someone over that, she was probably going to kill someone anyway. So it's like, if we want to really point fingers, how about we point fingers at the murderer? Am I woke? Or are you guys too liberal, or am I too liberal? I don't even fucking see anything anymore. I've gone blind, dude. I'm so awake, I'm asleep.
The guy was definitely not right, but he was not. He's still the wronged man here. That was not. It's like,
yeah.
It's like shooting a lady for cutting you off in the supermarket line. It's like, I don't think that was the appropriate response. That's just my personal opinion. I'm a fence sitter. That's what they call me. I don't like to take sides. Everybody was right.
I tend to take sides and then immediately regret them, and then I still every time take sides in the exact same way. Like, I jump to them without any evidence, and then I look like an ass, and then I'm like, fuck. And then I do it again, and again, and again.
It's that little bit of you
Power
that
within.
likes it. That little tiny bit of you that says, do it again.
Dude, I'm such a masochist. I love when people hurt me.
What is sadist?
I don't know. I kind of... Well, if masochist is yourself getting hurt, then sadist is other people.
Ah, I see. Thank you.
Yes. I think we got it right. I think sadist is the... Yeah.
Sure. That's
called
pretty,
knowing words.
That sounds
That
pretty
makes
right.
sense.
I'd say that sounds pretty accurate.
I watched another documentary.
Okay.
I've been watching documentaries. I don't know where this came from. I've been very curious lately about the... This is going to seem like a really rude thing to say, but none of that affects my life whatsoever. Like, and I'm still watching a documentary about it. It's like, I could be learning so much more interesting shit, and I'm just hearing about people dying, and it's like, what the fuck? Why am I doing this to myself? It gets to that point where it's like, why am I forcing myself to take in this information that gives me zero advantage in life whatsoever? Like, I've gained nothing by watching it, because this one is especially dark. This lady, this one, I don't even know if I liked it or not. It was so fucking confusing to me. I didn't even understand like half. It's about a lady who faked a pregnancy and then went to like her wedding photographer's house or something and cut the baby out of a real pregnant woman's stomach, and then like went to a hospital to be like, yo, this is mine. And then they're like, oh, no, it's not. It's obviously not. And but I couldn't follow it because of this whole like wedding photographer. They kept going back to like, yeah, they were at the wedding and the wedding photographer. I'm like, what the fuck is... I don't know what people's roles in it. Maybe I just wasn't paying good enough attention. But the guy, the husband who got lied to or whatever about the bae being pregnant, dude, that shit was heavy though. Like, because like the entire documentary, he was just like so taken aback, and I don't blame him, dude. What the fuck? Like, imagine your bae just goes and does that, and the amount of lies she would do, because she forced him to go like upstate, because the planned birth date was gonna be on whatever day, and then the night before she was like, you gotta deliver them hogs, because they were farmers. I probably should have led with that before I just hit you with, you gotta deliver them hogs, but he had to deliver the hogs, dude. So he goes and he delivers the hogs. He leaves at like 5 a.m. Which, by the way, good on her for setting him up with an alibi. Thank you.
Thank you.
That is, she did a bad thing, but
she did take care of shit.
Yin and yang. There's a little bit of white in the black, dude.
A little bit of black in the white.
Yes. Yeah.
He had to still say that's my I stuck my dick in crazy. Can't say that the crazy didn't come from my dick. Of course he's saying this.
Yeah, because the documentary opens up, and they actually do lay out information pretty well, but they also do the thing where it's like body cam footage, and then you gotta fucking wait for a plot twist. But this plot twist comes in pretty quick. They give you the plot twist as the premise to keep you watching, where it's like, yeah, this lady's just pregnant and she did a really bad thing, and then one of her like friends or enemies, I can't even tell. You can't even tell with women if they're friends or enemies. She was like, well, I know she's not pregnant because she had a whatever it's called when you get your fucking tubes or whatever. You can't have kids. Yeah. Hysterectomy, maybe? It starts with an H.
I was gonna say, I think hysterectomy is when you get your tubes tied, and then there's a thing that you could put up there that also stops it. It's a different thing.
Yeah, that's fuck. I have to know what that one is to show them woke to the ladies. That's a
it's a 1x8 Lego piece.
Yeah.
Catches all the cum.
This is all of it, dude.
All of it.
It's a fucking. Never mind.
This guy
I
had
know
an
what they
alibi.
look like, ladies. This guy had an alibi, and he had to go and deliver them hogs. And then the guy who he had to deliver the hogs to, he's like, I didn't fucking need no hogs. You think I need hogs right now, bro? And he's like, yeah, but look, text on this number. Because I guess he doesn't really check the integrity of who he's texting. He just saw a number and was like, yep, this is true. Because, I mean, why would someone lie about that? Why would someone pretend to be someone else to deliver hogs? So he's like, well, that's not my phone number, look. And he's like, what the fuck? And then the wife is like, I'm giving birth. She calls him. And meanwhile, this guy has to come back with the hogs. He still has hogs.
Stuck. It's fucking stuck. Who the fuck is gonna take him? Nobody.
Who's gonna fucking take the hogs, dude? I had to wrangle up all those hogs for nothing? Do you know how much labor that is for nothing, lady?
Fucking mad.
You know what? I'll be the first person to say it. I'll be the last person to say it. Fuck that lady. Fuck that lady.
I think she's got bad intentions. I don't agree with her stances. Like Stone.
I don't agree with her stances, and I don't agree with her sentences. That's a good
Yeah.
comedy podcast. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Two funny fellas.
Fuck.
Just having some
Just
fun.
two funny fellas making fun of a horrifying situation.
Gosh, this is so easy to paint us as the villain, and we don't even try. We're not even one try to not look like the villain.
Yeah, like, well, no, I feel like every time we go in with good intentions, and then it's just...
We always go in with good intentions, and we leave with a mess. We never come out clean.
Yeah.
Sometimes we do.
Someone says something, usually me, and then, you know me, I fucking double down like an idiot. I double down in my apology, and then now I'm fucked. I dig myself out the hole 1 foot. I end up 2 feet deeper, dude. Like, it's fucked.
I'm not to interrupt your story, but I will let you know this now. I'll share the fun fact before the episode's over if I don't end up having to use it. But if you feel daring tonight, I have a fun fact that is so interesting and so much of a fun fact that you could say anything and that'll get us out of it. It is like a keeper. Just saying. Viewers, stay tuned. Don't skip to the end of the episode.
Saying, bud.
Don't fucking stay tuned. Because this guy had to bring hogs back to his bae who's giving birth.
Had to bring the hogs, dude.
Had to bring them hogs.
So many hogs, too. It was a lot of hogs. Long trailer. I'm saying the trailer is like the length of the big ass truck, like twice.
Wow.
That's a lot of hogs, dude. That's a dude. Imagine he had to turn around with the hogs. Dude, he woke up these hogs for nothing at 4 a.m. At 4 a.m. he woke up all these hogs, wrangled them, made them fucking sit in a car. I doubt they're sleeping well in there.
Yeah. Going on a fucking
just hogs
adventure.
about. Yeah, meanwhile your wife is murdering someone. And the baby died too.
Oh.
And so she's on the death penalty. She's on death penalty. Good.
Yes. Very good.
Hot take.
By the way, I gotta ask, is there a movie that's loosely based off of this? Because I swear I've seen a scene like this, not in a movie that I watched. I watched a YouTube video about a movie that I didn't want to watch. It wasn't Mother, but it was something that's like in that vein, where like some lady just cuts a baby out of another lady because she wanted the baby. It was like a movie where like the lady who did it was either psychotic or possessed and wanted a baby. But it was basically exactly that happened. She got the baby out. I've just been using that as B-roll in my head.
I think it's because it's just so scary.
It is.
It's just so a crazy thing to do, and especially scary stuff is made for girls, so that's probably even scarier for the primary audience.
I mean,
they don't know Sigmas like me would stop that from happening.
I would. I'm not joking. If I was in that situation, I'd probably just like astral project myself out of it. Just like it just would be so easy. I don't know why women trip.
Yeah, I was thinking about that in the documentary. I was like, how would I deal with my wife doing that? Because the guy, he seemed to be coping with it pretty all right. I don't know if I would react the same way. Like, I don't know what I would do, dude. I think that would make me like move to a desert and just like die.
I'd move to
You know?
the closest neighbor that has MDMA, and probably just live there for the rest of my life. I mean,
Yeah, I would probably get hooked on a lot of shit.
probably.
I would go full degenerate.
I mean, imagine, because, like, that was his wife, right? Not like his fiance. Like, that was his wife. This man
Pretty sure.
was ready to spend the rest of his life with this lady. He's like, yeah, we're gonna get some coffins together. We got framed pictures up in our house. And she took a person out of another person, and apparently she didn't do a very good job. So, just embarrassing all around. She's just like,
Yeah.
what a chump. Gotta say, not impressed at all. It's a fucking it's fucking bad work.
It's a real bad apple, that lady. I'll be honest.
Dude, hey.
Fuck. Seriously.
I think we've talked about this before, but it was a very long time ago when I was obsessed with this documentary. I put it in quotes because it's a 40-minute YouTube video, but it's from EWU, so that shit's it's elite. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good old classics. This kid, I'm sure you're gonna know exactly who I'm talking about once I describe him. But this kid was like, yo, I'm gonna botch some details here. Go watch it. It's very easy to find. I'm gonna botch some details here, but this is what I remember. Kid calls the police. He's like, my mom is dead. They go, word. They pull up. His mom is in fact dead. Not chilling, but is in the recliner watching a movie. And they're like, what happened? He goes, I came home from school and she was dead. Ah! So he's freaking out, and they're like, cool. So they take the mom away, and they take him away, and they start poking around. And this one cop is looking around his room, and he goes, you got a lot of action figures, box sets, and books about American Psycho. And he goes, that's my favorite shit ever. And he goes, this is a good sign for things to come. So they stick him in the interrogation room, and I don't know what his name is. Let's say his name is Charlie. Think of the blonde kid from the Gene Wilder fucking that movie. Not even gonna bother with the titles, but imagine that. Kind of looks like that if he had a buzz cut, and he was buff and 13 years older. But he's sitting in there, and they're like, "So, what happened?" And he was like, "Well, I came home from school." And they immediately slide a picture across the table, and they're like, by the way, just so you know, please don't lie. Good movie, by the way, great taste. But just so you know, please don't lie to us, because we have 13 pictures of you leaving school 3 hours early. And he was like, I was nauseous. And they go, word, what happened next? And he said, well, I went home and my mom was dead on the couch. And they go, what'd you do next? And he went, I changed all of my clothes. They go, okay, why did you change all your clothes? And he was like, because I was sweaty. And they were like, so your mom dies and the first thing you do is change your clothes and then call the police? And he goes, yes. And they go, okay.
What if there's a hot cop?
What if there's a hot cop? They don't want to see sweat marks unless you've been working out, and they're going to tell your muscles are not swollen yet. So this kid was using his little noggin. Which, by the way, I gotta tell you, I don't think I'm gonna do it, but as the kid is getting interrogated, the more mad he gets, the more cartoonish of a New York accent he puts on. Because as he gets more and more passionate, he starts to inhabit Patrick Bateman, and that's not me making shit up. He says it by the end. He goes, so I see a fucking lot of myself in this guy. So what? And it's like, that's not a great sign for things to come. Well, the foreshadowing was not subtle. The only problem was nobody was watching the movie. So everybody just heard of the ending, and it's his mom dying. Don't even remember why he killed his mom. She probably deserved it. This kid was bugging.
You fucking jackass.
What did I do?
You're talking about Psycho, not American Psycho. God damn it.
He said American Psycho.
He doesn't kill his mom in American Psycho.
No, he said he felt like Patrick Bateman. That wasn't. I'm not. These are not my words. The kid thinks he's Patrick Bateman and he killed his mom. I know in Psycho, that guy kills his mom. This kid just thinks he's Patrick Bateman and his mom got in his way. That's
It's a fucking LARPer. What the fuck? Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding. He killed his mom. Which, by the way, kid, if you're gonna kill your mom, American Psycho's not your mood board for doing that. You bring up a good. I didn't even make that connection. But no, he's definitely obsessed with American Psycho because he's quoting the book. He's very specific about. It's actually a little nuanced. He's very specific about how different the movie and the book are, yet somehow he took the wrong lesson from each of them, that's great. I think that's very cool because that means he was paying attention. He was just paying attention to all the wrong things. But it's very interesting. Please go take a watch because I'm probably just gonna watch it directly after this because I actually can't remember why he killed his mom, but she probably was like, you need to eat all that broccoli before I whip out that chocolate ice cream. And he was like, I'm not doing that, you stupid bitch. And so that's probably how that happened. But
dude, I do have an ice cream sandwich in the fridge, but I didn't buy broccoli. You know what I'm gonna do? No, I'm just go and get the fucking ice cream sandwich and eat it. But
yeah, I just want to say this really quickly. I'm so mad. I got so excited when I went to the store today. My favorite thing in the world is orange creamsicle, and they had a box on sale of orange creamsicle pops. I was like, let's go. Haven't had one forever. Buy it, open it up. I took a bite out of two of them, and both of them just tasted like the popsicle stick. They tasted nothing like orange creamsicle. So now I just have a box of shitty tasting popsicles in my freezer that I don't want to eat. So that's pretty sweet.
Do you have COVID? Are you spreading COVID to the nation right now?
I might. I do always sound sick. When we record these because wearing earphones and headphones do make me big small stuffy. It makes me very big small stuffy.
Women do be shopping.
They do.
Women do be shopping. I'm at a loss. I don't even. What's on my note card?
What is on your note card?
Here's something funny. I was thinking of like a movie idea, and I was like, damn, dude, I was falling asleep as I was coming up with it. I wrote it down. I thought about it more. I was like, God damn it, this is just the plot to Barry, dude. I was so pissed. I thought I came up with something so good, but I didn't. I suck. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna kill myself. So I had a question on. Yeah. I have a question on here.
Okay.
Guinea pigs. Why? Italy. That's what's written on the note card. What that means is, why are guinea pigs called guinea pigs, and why is it insulting to call Italians guineas? Am I even allowed to say that? Who knows? But fuck Italians. So it's like, are we saying since guinea pigs are small as shit compared to a real pig that they're Italian? I don't know what this means. I know Guinea is like a place, I think, or something. I know there's New Guinea, but I don't know if that's related. But guinea pigs, why are they called that?
I've never thought of the word guinea as its own separate word, and I've never heard of it as a slur for Italian. I mean, I believe you, but I've just never heard that. I've never thought. I just thought that was what the animal was called. I never even gave thought to like what it could possibly mean. I don't even know what it would mean. Dude. What the fuck would it mean?
I'm an etymologist, bro. I get down to words. I figure out what words mean, where they come from, dude. All without Googling. All without Googling. But yeah, like, I don't know. It's just like a weird thing. I was thinking about that. Don't know why I was thinking about that, but are we insulting guinea pigs, or are we insulting Italians? What are we insulting? Are we insulting pigs? Because guinea pigs are pretty cute, I feel like. Aren't they?
I like them a lot. I think they're pretty neat. I had a couple as a kid. They both died. But other than that, other than longevity, they're pretty sweet. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't mind me a little bit of a Google intervention, but I gotta tell you, what Google is giving me is just making the answer even more confusing. So I might not even introduce this to the conversation. I'm just gonna Wait,
Do
hold
it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
Okay, so here's what it says. It says Guinea refers primarily to a historical region of West Africa. That's about. Then it just talks about West Africa for a bunch. It was also a British currency for a little bit. It was during the era when they would use shillings, whatever the fuck a shilling is. And it does confirm. It says yes, Guinea is used as an offensive ethnic slur for Italian Americans and Italian immigrants. Apparently, it's just for their skin tone. It's saying that their skin tone is the same from people from Guinea, which is that right? I don't even know.
So I guess guinea pigs are probably just from Guinea, and we've taken them and made them ours. Probably what that is. So, wow, that's very interesting. That's so fun. Italians are so offended if you call them black. It's a slur to say I look like a black person.
Okay, so I'm asking you to clarify just to make sure I'm actually getting this right. It says, in simplest terms, Guinea is offensive because it was used as a racial insult to treat Italian immigrants as less than white. So they were calling them fake. Were they calling them fake white? Or they're just saying you're like poser white? Is that what they were calling them? Because that's very funny. That's a really funny thing to poke somebody. It's like you're not even really white. That's ridiculous.
They are total fucking posers, dude.
They're
poser Italians. Italians are poser Italians, dude. Like, yeah. That's how fucking annoying
they're cosplaying themselves.
Like, yeah. Fuck them.
You know, they didn't act like that until we started making movies and TV shows about the 3 or 4 awesome ones that we made up in our head. And then the 3 or 4 awesome ones that actually existed. Then they just all started acting like those 7 guys.
Dude, I bet you when Italians are like kids, like, you know how when you're a kid you lie about being a YouTuber? I bet Italians are like, yeah, my fucking dad is Tony Soprano. Like, just lying. My dad is Big Pussy Bacala, dude. Bobby Bacala.
It's just funny that the whole culture is just them. Is just that. Oh my god, they're historically, dude. They're what our generation is gonna be in like 40 or 50 years. Italians just had Sigma edits of themselves before anybody else did. So now they just all act like how they did in movies and TV shows. And we have Sigma edits now. So in 30 to 40 years, there's gonna be a bunch of people who are like, I'm Patrick fucking Bateman. I have an 80-minute morning routine. Because they're gonna think that shit's tough. It's over.
I already do that shit. Like, I'll watch a fucking Dexter edit. I'll walk, like, or anything. Like, Dexter, Don Draper.
Yeah.
What are the other one? Tony Soprano. I mean, yeah, sometimes I'm in my Tony. And, I don't know, Nate from 6 Feet Under. Dude, I'll walk into a room and I'll just be like, who am I today? I'm Don Draper. I'm like, what is a car? What is a car?
Speaking of what is the car, I think you and I both have a bit of a special thing. I'm not as far in it as you are, but I think you and I both have a bit of a special thing to talk about today. Involves a little Woody, a little Matthew, McConaughey, and Harrelson.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
I got 4 episodes in, and I gotta say, quite entertained.
Dude,
quite entertained.
Someone's calling me on Discord, and it's pissing. I'm gonna ignore it, but
who is it? Don't tell me. Actually,
I think. Okay. Wait, should I? Yeah, I think it's one of my Instagram friends, and they want to play Outlast, but I have work to do. I gotta do something. But True Detective. Oh my god, dude, what are you thinking?
I gotta say, I went into it with no expectations. It was, I've been watching HBO Max. I have not been watching. I gotta pronunciate my words. Enunciate. I have not been watching HBO Max on my TV because the last time I checked HBO Max, which coincidentally, this is how you could date it. Today is, July 15th.
420.
Sure.
Mm-mm-mm.
You didn't
What
even
were you saying?
you didn't even take a hit. You just drank. You just drank your drink. I don't know. I found that so funny. Um, but today is July 15th. You can date. The last time I checked HBO Max, um, was when they changed it back to HBO Max. I wanted to see the transition back, and I did. And then after that, the next time I checked it a week later, it had logged me out of HBO Max, so I just didn't even bother. Um, and then I checked again today, which I guess like what 7 months later, and I'm just logged back into it. So I just got on it, and the first thing I saw was True Detective, the Night something, whatever the fourth season is called.
Yeah, the Night Country.
Yeah, and I was like, Brian just said that he's gonna nonstop talk about True Detective next episode. Let me, this has got, let me see, because just let me see. And then I saw each season was different actors, and I was like, oh, this is that shit that made people say Matthew McConaughey is actually a good actor. Let me sniff it out. And I started, and all in all, Matthew McConaughey is a psychopath who draws pretty good, and Woody Harrelson just gets in arguments and sleeps with women who ruin his life. So already it's like at an 8, and it's not going any lower than that. Like no matter what.
Yes. It's gonna reach 10. Once you reach about episode 7 time, episode 6, episode 7, seriously, that's when you're like, oh shit, now I see what's going on. And then you already want to rewatch it. It's so good, and then it fucking pulls something on you, and it's like, God, that's incredible. And I am Rust Cole. I think human consciousness is a tragic misstep in our evolution, or whatever the fuck he says. I think I quoted that perfectly.
He said, I think he did. He said some crazy shit that I'm not even sure if I could disagree with, because it seems like he thought it out. He thought some crazy shit out.
Yeah.
Bit of a pessimist. Not
that scene is so funny. Yeah, I think he literally says that too. He's like, I call myself a realist, but that actually means I'm a pessimist, or like on execution, I'm a pessimist, or whatever. But I love that scene so much. It's so fucking funny. Like Woody Harrelson, the amount of times he just like tries to pull back the conversation. It's so funny. It's just like, I want you to shut the fuck up, and then he's like, we need to be quiet. We just need to be quiet, dude.
And he's like,
Forever.
Don't say any of this shit around my kids. Like after he invited him to his house, and he's like,
don't freak the fuck out.
If you say any of this shit around my family, I will end you. And then he just starts drinking. He just starts drinking his fucking ass off.
Start taking pills. He starts taking pills like to undo how much he boozed. I'm pretty sure that's what that was. So that just fucked him up more.
I love everything.
Fucking hallucinating.
Obviously,
driving a car.
Just so we get this out of the way, obviously spoilers for the first 4 episodes, but their relationship is great. They hung out. Matthew McConaughey freaked the fuck out of Woody Harrelson. Then he goes to his house, immediately gets drunk around his family, clutches it up though, hell yeah. Finds out that he's cheating, and then Woody Harrelson immediately after that just loses his entire family, and then they could still have to go to work together.
Well, but the way you're portraying it makes it seem like Rust told the Bay.
Yeah,
he did not tell the Bay.
He did not tell Bay.
The crazy Bay told the Bay.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about the crazy Bay? Let's talk about the crazy Bay.
I'm so in love with her. She's so beautiful. She deserves better. She deserves me. But she's cool. I like her.
Dude, she's so beautiful. It's like, I know she doesn't deserve me. She deserves someone better.
Yeah, she deserves me.
Type of shit I'm on.
Yeah, I thought we covered this.
Come on, man.
Sorry.
Come on, man. Don't hit me like that.
No, we are equals, you and I. I'm confident to say that.
For better or for worse. But then I actually just like rewatched it. I didn't fully watch the finale for some reason. That's a really good episode. I just didn't finish it. But I'm trying to remember what really happens in like episode 3. They're just doing the hardcore. Episode 4, that's the one we got to talk about.
Yeah.
Because I think. I don't know if this is from episode 5 or not. What happens in episode 4? That is very cool.
Wasn't I wasn't super locked in for the episode, but I was watching it. I just remember things happening.
Wow.
I don't remember the barriers. I skipped the intro and the credits. All the episodes actually did blend with each other. Not all the intros. I watched the first 2 times, but then I was sitting there thinking, I could finish all 8 episodes before we record this one, and evidently, no, I was not. But that's just me. At least the fact I made it 4 episodes in, kind of a miracle in of itself. The fact that that I know I'm going to finish the last 4, I'm just chewing through this season. I don't even know if the other seasons are worth watching, but I know I'll finish this season, and that's a testament to a good show, because I've gave up on a lot of amazing shows just because I fell out of the cycle, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. Like Cyberpunk Edge Runners, wanted to watch it forever. I got 2 episodes in. I was like, this is the best fucking show ever made. And then the next day, I was like, oh, I can't watch an episode tonight. And then I just never. It's been like a year. Just haven't touched it. Have all of it ready to go. Not watching any of it because I missed one night. Sorry.
Sorry, liberals.
Sorry.
Didn't mean to. Didn't mean to rain on your parade, but
Sorry.
fuck that. But yeah, I haven't even seen the other seasons since I heard it's like a divisive thing. I don't wanna get an opinion and like have a bunch of people disagree with me no matter what fence I go on or whatever fence I jump. So I just don't even want to get involved with that. But that first season, holy crap, dude.
Oh yeah.
What the frick? I'm Rust Cole. We're both Rust Cole, dude. We're just investigators.
Yeah.
Whenever I watch like True Detective, because I think in order to be like a detective, you have to just be a regular cop for a while, I'm pretty sure. I wish I could just fucking jump into being a detective.
Oh yeah.
Just fucking get my little note. The tax man. I would LARP the whole time. I would do the Patrick Bateman thing, but I'd be like, call me tax man.
Yeah.
And they're like, why? It's like, because I got a big ledger. Like, I'm the tax man. They're like, I don't even know what the fuck a tax man is. It's like, come on, baby. Hey, all right. Hit him with that.
Dude,
And
fuck yeah. Dude.
Actually, dude. Oh, I was about to spoil something. Never mind.
I already got my cool cop thing figured out. It's gonna be an old thing, but
Yeah.
There's a band called Supertramp. My favorite song of theirs is called Gone Hollywood. And they'd be like, y'all call me Hollywood. And then I'd always wear sunglasses like a Hollywood star.
Ooh.
And they'd be like, why do we
Hollywood
gotta call
is
you
sick.
Hollywood? And I go, because I'm always gone. And I leave. No, nobody gets that unless they listen to Supertramp as much as I do. But the 4 or 5 people around the office who do, they would acknowledge it once. And then they'd have to explain the joke to everybody, which would be fucking awesome of them. Thank you. Little henchman to explain my jokes before I come in and make them so people know to laugh. Fuck yeah. That's a true detective.
Hollywood. I'm Hollywood, bro.
I'm Hollywood.
Or, see, I would take Hollywood, but it would be like, why are you Hollywood? I would be like, I'm so fucking famous. I'm just so famous. Everyone know me. No. Why are you Hollywood? Because fucking India wants to have me. They got Bollywood, I'm Hollywood. Indians want to be. Know what I mean? Hit them with that. They're like,
I'm trying to think about how you twist Brian into, like, you know why they call it Bollywood, right? B stands for Brian.
It's Hollywood, but with Brian in it. That's why they call it B for Brian. Or that's why they call it Bollywood.
They would fire you. If you ever talked like that, they'd be like, why did you show up to work high? They wouldn't even test you.
Looking up, eyes closed, like, yeah, no, it's like crazy, dog. You ever see True Detective? Like, I'm the fucking Matthew McConaughey, but once he knows about the shit, man. I'm long hair McConaughey. They're gonna be like, wait, now you're long hair McConaughey? I'm allowed to be, bro.
You know, they called him Rusty because, like a screw that's been around a while, he's got some scars to show, and that's kind of like me.
That would be funny to get caught on a True Detective LARP, just like, yeah, call me Rust, and they're like, your name's not Rust. Have you seen True Detective? And they're just like, what? Huh? I don't know. I just think human consciousness is like a fucking thing, Bob. And they're like, dude, shut up.
I mean, like, here's the thing, right? As like a movie guy, I'd be like, yeah, I'd sit down and listen to Matthew McConaughey. But if I was in Woody Harrelson's position, and we had like an hour long drive of just this, I would have to tell. I'd be like, you have to stop. Now I would say, I would have been a real man and turned on the radio. That's how that when you demand silence in the car, and you need to like excuse it, you put on the radio for a little courtesy. He was like, let's stop talking, and then expected the rest of the hour to go smoothly because he immediately said something right after that. It's like,
Dude.
of course he would.
Something very cool in episode 1 that I don't know if maybe you did notice, maybe you didn't. I don't think you're a captions guy. You don't do the captions.
No, not really.
But there's a funny gag where, like, in the beginning of like episode 1, he's like something about a psychosphere or something like that, like a psychosphere. That's like a thing. And then later on in the episode, Woody Harrelson's like, I don't like the way you're talking. I don't like you saying you can smell a psycho's fear.
Yeah.
As in, like, 2 different words. That shit was so funny.
That's pretty good, actually.
It's like, I don't think I could forego my fucking mental attitude just for you, man. And he's just like, oh. That's probably... We are both Russ Cole. The audience is Marty. They're just like, oh, God. Just sitting here, just like, please shut the fuck up, dude.
I mean, we have, like, this is, what we're doing right now has gone through a lot of different ideas of what the true intention is. I think I've tossed around the idea of, like, modern day, like, the idea of, like, what a modern day Playboy is. This is, like, articles about, like, whiskey and shit that we like. Like, that's what kind of, like, what we are. We're just, like, articles about things that we like. And then every once in a while, there might be a joke there that's funny. But the problem is that the jokes are only funny to us. We are just perfect hate fuel. Like, there's nothing, like, that is really what we truly amount to. Like, we're true to ourselves. We're true to ourselves, and that's why it makes it so easy to hate us. There is no barriers around us. We are just two little boys just having fun on the interwebs. And that's bad.
True to ourselves. True to ourselves.
True to ourselves.
True detectives. True detective.
True detective.
Yo, come on now. Come on. I am the true detective.
I told you why they call me Hollywood, right?
Yeah, dude. You know they call me just 2 of those people meeting and they're both like, well, do you know why my name is Russ? And it's like, no, but do you know why my name is Hollywood? No. You know why my name is Russ?
For 4 hours. It's like a scary movie that just like that for like 20 minutes. But like the audience is gonna love this.
They like get in the car together and then they just never drive anywhere. They're just like sitting there. They're like, hold on. Like they're just perpetually meeting each other or trying to meet each other for hours. It's like, yeah.
Love the idea of them both getting in the car and they're like, can you turn on the air conditioner, man? They don't move. And they goes, thank you. Air conditioner not on.
And then Freaky Nicky shows up and it's like, do you know why they call me Freaky Nicky? And then they're like, because you're a slut.
And she'd be like, yeah. And then she'd leave.
And then she goes,
you know what's fucked up? I actually walked out for that scene. I didn't get to see that happen. The whole build up to that scene, it was so intense that I was like, I have to use the bathroom. I cannot stick around for that. I didn't have to use the bathroom at all. I just didn't want to be in that same room. That scene was rough. I say rough, I didn't even watch it. That's how rough it was. Just the intro to that scene was like, I know I'm not prepared for this. So I left. It's just that movie is just like, that movie's a horror movie, but at the end of the day, it is a cringe compilation. Because you're just watching a man and a girl not embarrass themselves, but golly, they're just not doing a good job. But that's good. That's intended. That's why it's good. Because it's really hard to watch. That's what makes it awesome.
There's some cringe compilation movies I do not like, dude. Like, when things are, like, intentionally, like, super cringe and, like, tense and, like, ooh, I'm so embarrassed. Like, I almost turned Smile 1 off when the fucking cat, the dead cat, was the present at the birthday party. I almost turned the movie off. I was like, dude, I don't even want to try coping with this fucking Hank they're hitting me right now. Yeah. I don't vibe with that.
I don't remember what the movie was called. But I got a bone to pick with indie directors. Stop making your movies weird just to be weird. They're supposed to be weird because that's like true to yourself. Like Wes Anderson, he gets to do that because that's all him. Weird Al, whenever he does like weird, that's because he's weird. You can't just like be weird to be shocking. This sounds wrong, but I'm thinking of one specific example that just makes me really mad. There's this movie. I can't remember anything about it except for the scene that made me mad. But the movie is about a couple that are driving in a car, and they get in a car crash with another couple, and that couple's ghost follows them around, like on their road trip. But it's like it's not like a comedy. It's like a serious movie, or at least the way my manager described it to me. It was like a serious movie, but all the jokes weren't like set up in punchline or like quippy dialogue. They were just like, I get not really like shock humor, but it was just more like what do we do now? The example I'm thinking of is the scene where they crash into the couple's car and kill them. They pull off to the side of the road, and the very first thing that this couple does is just pull both of the bodies that are not moving out of the car and just start moving their necks around. The two things you're not supposed to do. Actually, maybe you are supposed to get the body out of the car, but I know you're not supposed to fuck with the neck because their necks did not look like they were in good shape.
No, you're not even. You're definitely not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to touch like the spine at all.
Because the car wasn't even burning. There wasn't even imminent danger. They just pulled them out of this car. And they do this for a while, and then the police show up, and they can start investigating everything. Which, by the way, I didn't see this part of the scene, but apparently the reason that they crashed was because the guy who crashed into the other couple, his wife was sucking his dick while they were driving. And they go through this whole scene where they start like looking at the bodies and everything like that. They're investigating, and they go, "Your cock is still out," and his cock was still out. They show it, and he just zips it up. And then this is like the first 15 minutes of the movie, and I was just sitting there like, well, here's the thing: is I remember being mad at it now, but I can't actually remember why I was mad at it. Now I'm just kind of interested. I don't want to watch that movie, but I'm willing to give it another chance. If it popped up on my screen right now, I'd have to just let it play. But I don't even know what it's called anymore. I'm just backtracking now. I just feel bad.
Hey man, I don't know if you noticed, but your cock is out. You know why they call me Roast? Boom. That's called comedy. That's called being funny and like all of that. This is all alleged.
Well, Brian, I believe if I am counting my assets correctly, we have 1, 2, 3. I believe we have 4.5 hours. We have a little 4.5-hour episode.
Nice.
Did you want to? Did you want to hear? I'm giving this to you. Sorry, viewers, I'm wheezing. I'm giving this to you as a gift because of how interesting I think that this fun fact is. And I want you to keep it for the rest of your days because it's gonna make you think. Here's the fun fact. Are you ready? Are you mentally prepared?
Yes.
Tea and coffee and shit, right? Those are plants that make caffeine. They're basically in every single continent, there is a plant that nowadays we basically only know as a plant that makes caffeine. When these plants were made, all of them, none of these plants are related. Every single one of them had made caffeine completely on their own, which doesn't sound that intense, but when you step back and realize that plants as like a species have accidentally invented caffeine 8 times in a row all on itself, and it's not even meant to like make you energized. It's a fucking pesticide, dude. Caffeine's a pesticide. And it gets us fucking lit. It gets us lit. Lit. Lit.
I think
Lit.
I'd kill myself after learning this.
Do it.
Do it. I want you to do it.
You guys like that meme? Guys, thank you for watching Guide to Life comedy side channel, where we only do skits. We only do skits that are funny. We're kind of like Smosh Babies when you really start to put it together. Like second generation.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. We are sponsored by HBO Max and
Yeah.
Magnum Condoms. They're
The
giving us
purple
quite a
ones.
bit of money. Do you think we're going to get sued for saying Magnum sponsored us after the horrible shit we said?
No. We didn't say anything bad about their condoms.
Their condoms are fucking terrible. Alright. See y'all.
Right. Right there.
What y'all know about the bagel bites if you ain't know about the bagel chomps? Ugh, big pussy, yeah, bomba clot! Bomba clot, very big smooth!